So we are up to session number 20. My camera hasn't frozen yet, but I'm sure it will soon. We have been playing this storyline since March last year.
Really? It's almost a year.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
It is almost a year.
Wow.
It's generally about 22 sessions a year for a
because you stop for Christmas.
group, because we can do 26 sessions if I don't have a break. But in reality, I have breaks. Can't do it every fortnight. So you have been tasked with helping be the face of the Empire for the Elrood Sector. So they
I
are
thought we were rangers.
the Sector Rangers are the face of the Empire.
The Empire took over the Sector Rangers.
I would like to get a permanent helmet so that my helmet can be the face of the Empire and not my face.
I'm sure a Stormtrooper will be happy to give you their helmet.
I thought I had one already with my ranger game.
You do.
It's just not proper Mandalorian armor.
So the reason that they're the face of the Empire is they're the public face of Imperial justice and fairness.
Law enforcement, I guess.
So a sector police are the equivalent of like FBI or that sort of thing where you've got jurisdiction beyond just one location. Whereas most other places are your security for that location, that starport, that city, that building. You're protecting an entire region of space. Which we have a map for in that little bottom corner there.
Yeah, you're working on that last week?
Yeah. So there's a little jagged yellow line running across the map, which is the main route crossing the sector. And now each one of those jagged points is a location.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
So you can visit all those different places, and players will have a chance to actually add to the lore of the setting by describing things in those locations.
Okay, cool.
Because
So we can literally make shit up. I've got to watch more Star Wars.
And I don't mind people making stuff up, because to be honest, Star Wars and role-playing is about collaboration, not someone saying, must be this, must only be this, because that's not fun. So that's where each character's background and story will help write the area and the region and the bad stuff you get up to. Hi, Mark.
You're not thinking of anyone specific now, are you?
Before Star Wars and Pathfinder, we get the same direction that way.
So I generally give people that every year that they can do these sort of things, because people tend to forget after a while.
Because I watch like the videos sometimes when I can't sleep, and usually I end up watching one of the Wednesday ones. It's always funny. Every single time.
How many bad things can you get up to?
Yeah. The shit you and David get up to.
So I shall, and this is PG, remember?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'll remind you. So Star Wars, it generally tried to keep PG, even though we don't always succeed.
SHITZ. So it's actually just taken.
Sets for my patriots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get Ross to introduce his characters to start with.
Okay. I am playing Khalid, the Ranger Enforcer. Currently wearing my family armour, but it's actually the symbol's been covered up by a black shield. Let's see. Basically, I'm here also to keep Piper in check, and hopefully.
Really? You can do that?
Well, I'm supposed to, but currently we're mostly going to ignore that due to what we've found going on with our clan. And we've now encountered a lot more Wookiees than we normally should.
Yes, Wookiees have also been officially listed as a free Wookiee is money. You just have to turn in a free Wookiee and you'll earn money.
Wasn't there 70 of them in the gathering?
Something
Yes,
like
it was 500 credits per Wookiee.
It was something like 35 grand.
Yep. And so also online today we have David, who should have just joined in. You there, David?
Do you want me to go in the meantime?
Okay, Arietta can go in the meantime while we try to get David back in and talking.
So I'm playing a True Striker, human, skip tracing Mandalorian of the Starwind Clan, also known as Thea. And at the moment, we're just trying to keep Piper alive, and I think we're doing fairly good at it so far. That's me. You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go next. So, I'm playing Kyani Weir.
Love your name.
She is the martial artist of the group and also currently the sector ranger. So she has all the other rangers below her. So she has been... Her background is that she was kind of on the lower social class of the Mandalorian clan, but through trials and tribulations, she's kind of been thrusted into a leadership role. And so she's very hesitant about that, and because of this now leadership position, she has been giving orders to protect Piper in a certain way without necessarily letting Piper exactly know.
Sorry.
So it's a bit of a struggle in managing Piper, but not purely because of Piper's behaviors.
It's not all Piper's fault.
It's not all Piper's fault. There are certain orders from certain clan leaders that puts those orders in place.
I may need to do the Skype again with fixing it because it seems to have a problem. So I'll add you back in, Ross.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so...
Alright. I am a Jawa named Ebeya. I'm from the cryptocurrency fields of Alderaan. I come from a high and mighty Jawa family clan and became a gambler due to loss of privilege because of family debt. The clan took a hit recently and I've been tasked with making up for that loss. I'm used to the finer things in life and wish to regain my former lifestyle.
The person who you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave
Clan racked up debt to cover losses due to a price crash. I am a gambler. And dabble with being a mechanic. Specialise in deception, knowledge, streetwise, and vigilance. And my extra skills are deception and computers. And thankfully, I'm motivated by the rewards of credits.
You sound like you'll fit just right.
I know we have another gamblers in here tonight.
Yeah.
You make up for Cat Cat.
And that's me.
Okay.
Oh my god, but can you imagine when they both get together?
I'm going to be anywhere near that.
Red or black?
That will always be interesting.
Okay, I'm Piper, or Piper Jack Redrick, the Mandalorian operator, who is used to be a bounty hunter, but was not sure anymore, and...
No, you got kicked out.
Yeah, also I'm
You're not sure about it, you're now a consultant.
I still think I'm going to be in there eventually. So, Empire propagandist, because I'm the one that recruits people in the Empire, because I'm such a talented person.
So when they had that poster saying, we need you,
It's me.
it's his face. Well, her face.
Perfect, yeah. Girls will always get them
Go
in.
through a lot of stuff. I don't know, without me swearing, it's very hard to not swear when I say that. But just say Piper and her alcoholism, he's on the borderline right now. I'm not sure which direction she's going to go. So.
Are you keeping dry for a little bit?
Yeah, after last session, no.
No, yeah. Fair enough.
Especially considering he drank through what was considered the ransom to get his family out of prison.
Wasn't it 100,000 or
200.
200,000 credits? Minimum.
Doesn't help the situation at all.
Well, considering a character was so fed up with it, just cracked the thing and started pouring and drinking.
Certain other character didn't stop you at the time, but anyway, it's okay. I'll blame the other character.
1,000-year-old whiskey. Yeah. And it was 70 Wookiees.
Oh, okay.
And
I'll check after 10.
So we'll come through with David. So they had ended that session with Piper dealing with the fact that she didn't really want to pay attention to what was going on because she had been initiated into a clan not knowing what she said. Had given up the clan blade to the Empire. Had drunk the reward the clan had given her to help her get her family out of hock. And had not listened to anything that had been told to her.
I don't know Wookiee. How am I supposed to answer that stuff?
You know partial Wookiee, but you weren't paying attention.
Come on, that pigeon Wookiee really didn't go well last time, so I don't think I can use that as an example. So, I just realised I'm just a bad person. I feel I'm back to my old self.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just think that you're prone to mishaps.
No, bad person.
Your family.
Right now, bad person might take a bit to get the other direction too, but right now I am kind of in a paralytic kind of drunken state. I've got a feeling, or in a sort of bender at the moment.
Okay, so morning rocks around. You guys are in the sector ranger's office because they've got accommodation there. Because when you got the police, why would you ever give them another place to stay away from the office? They might actually have social lives. And
I'm still asleep.
everyone else gets a message from
I'm up early practicing.
Betty that to meet your mechanic.
Head. I'm guessing down to the garage.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
If I see anyone, I'll
I'll
let
put
them
my
know.
computer over and fall back asleep. I really don't want to go anywhere right now.
Go
I
on.
stop in Piper's room and start poking her.
Leave me alone.
Come on, it's work time.
I need another day. Leave me alone.
No, you don't get days
No.
off here.
You
Come on.
start dragging me. I don't really
Yeah.
want to get up.
If I have to, I'll chuck her over my shoulder and take her downstairs with me.
Okay.
Well, I'll let
I've
it
got no sympathy for her at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this son.
Okay, so there's a slight crack as you go through the door, and Piper just happens to swing the wrong way.
Sorry.
Uh,
I didn't do that,
Don't
he
you
did.
listen to me? Oh, no. Oh.
and you're hearing this electronic chuckle coming from the room.
Yeah, draw it. Yeah, okay.
B1.
Okay, so yes, you come down the elevators, and outside you, in the basement, you see Betty talking with a Jawa.
I will go up to Betty and the Jawa and say, "Hello, how may I help you, or how may I assist you?"
Betty points to the Jawa and says, "Your new mechanic, he's been hired on to work with you." And then she walks off.
Okay, thanks. I tell her, "Thanks, Betty," as she walks away. Betty's our assistant, who we just recently learned is maybe not fully human.
Maybe?
Is not human.
I think clone.
Right, okay.
Clone-ish.
Yeah. Think.
She's not a droid though.
She's technically artificial intelligence.
Yes,
Yeah.
synthetic kind of clone kind of. I'm thinking Fallout 4 kind of stuff, but yeah, that's right.
You look garage as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
and then,
Yeah.
Ross, you wander in, you see a Jawa there with the rest of the team, and you see Piper dangling from someone's shoulder with that look of, I don't really want to be here.
Can you just put me down the corner, give me a cloth to put over my head?
No.
Does she look like she's having a hangover?
Always.
This is like when you used to hang out with me. This is the look I gave you after every single night.
When you used to be there with me.
When you earn sympathy, I'll stop treating you like that.
Oh, come on.
70 Wookiees.
So
1,000-year-old whiskey.
Don't remind me.
Oh no, I'm going to remind you
Where's the
often.
bar? And
It is my
I'm trying to climb
duty.
off your shoulder this time.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to the Jawa and say, so you've been assigned as our new mechanic. Welcome aboard.
Yes, I have.
And it's
Am
the
I
first time you've heard a Java actually speaking basic.
I'm
I'm
trying to take a
suspicious now.
second. I was like, oh, you speak basic. That's going to make things a lot easier. Welcome aboard.
Okay, I'm going to speak Java and say, hello, where's the rest of your clan?
So you have someone talk to you almost as if they're going very slowly speaking, treating. It sounds very much like they're treating you like an imbecile, and that's him speaking as fast as he can.
No, I learnt basic language in a poker game down on Alderaan.
I take it you're a gambler then?
Yeah, I win heads or tails every now and then.
So,
I share a
you're
very
one of
brief,
these spacefaring
suspecting
Javas
look with
that
Kyani as if like, oh shit, another one to keep watching.
And what was that, Ross?
You're one of the spacefaring Jawas, are you?
Yeah, I tend to fly around a fair bit and visit various planets.
So is that the one that got 2 sandcrawlers made them into spaceships?
No.
Okay. So there was supposed to be a rumour on Tatooine that one clan got fed up and made 2 sandcrawlers.
Jawas aren't native to Tatooine. As one of the places you can find them.
Yeah.
So
What colour is his eyes?
They are purple.
purple.
Mm.
In the back of the ear. Shh! Stop talking so loud.
I slightly adjust Piper's weight.
I still try to climb off her.
No.
You can roll that.
You got a hangover.
Give me. What is your athletics?
Agility is 4.
So you got 4 agility, but what's your?
Mark it away.
You got 1 in there. Okay, so what is your athletics?
My agility's only 2, so she might actually get away.
But what's your athletics?
Yeah, 1.
1.
1.
And because you're already held, I'm going to add 2 black dice instead.
I'll claim the full right on my face.
If I found
Okay,
a holder,
so-
I just kind of let it drop off.
Okay, so Piper's squirming. Piper feels really good about herself for all that squirming and shuffling, but doesn't actually move anywhere at all. There's his feet waving and dangling. Think the equivalent of Roadrunner.
I'm still not dressed yet, by the way, too. Just put that out there.
So you're wearing some sort of robe.
We didn't discuss this before.
Would have pulled you out of there naked. I'd have at least taken the blanket with
PJ, we
you.
can't talk about that stuff.
I would think you're
You've got a
probably
shoe.
wearing a shapeless tunic of some kind.
Just drop me on the floor somewhere and put something over me.
Not even looking cute like you
I'll just sit
usually
here.
do.
Just don't. Sit on the ground. That's all I get.
I'll sit
And I
her down.
go, hey you. And that's it.
I'll sit her down.
Oh, do I see the jar?
But if she curls up to try and go
You
to
do
sleep,
recognise
I'll go.
Piper. Piper is the reason why you no longer have a ship or other clan members on planet. Piper arrested all of them and dumped them in jail, even though they weren't actually committing the crime that Piper blamed them for and arrested them for. But because they were Jawas, the Bounty Hunter Guild didn't care because a Jawa is a Jawa as far as they're concerned. So your entire clan has been thrown in jail because of Piper.
No, my name's Piper.
Our group dynamic.
You. You're the reason my family have crumbled from the amazing lifestyle that they had. I used to be able to get an Xbox and a PlayStation every Christmas, but now I'm stuck
Now
with
you get a Wii.
a Nintendo Wii.
Consider I'm in a hangover, really.
What you hear over the speaker? It might be better if you use alcohol terminology, saying you're stuck drinking only water. As Betty pipes up for you.
Going from fine
Is
wine
this
to
the
water.
same clan that hangs out at the scrapyard? Or a different clan?
So I'm trying to say Nah, it's not me. It's talking about somebody else.
Would I be able to help Piper with it?
No,
So you want to use coercion?
I want to use my coercion, but you can use my deception skill instead.
Deception.
So I've got deception.
Yep.
That means my deception.
Is with your cunning as well.
So your deception, I think deception uses cunning. So you get to roll 2 whole green dice
Yep.
versus the other person's perception, which is also cunning. So
I have a 5 in cunning.
You're
Wow.
screwed.
I know, but I'm just trying to get it
do you have any perception?
You are screwed. What does perception come under?
It's a
Intellect?
skill. Perception is also cunning.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's the dice pool of trying to lie.
Yeah, the green is me and the purple is yours.
Yep.
Goes with your
Oh,
eyes.
I'm gone.
Okay, so yes, you successfully get your lie through.
What?
Yeah. That's how those dice work.
Oh, that's right, there it is.
And you basically take 1 strain at the same time because you get, if your strain goes to 0, you knock yourself out.
Yeah, that's cool. I've got that thing.
That's something.
But at the end of an
Hopefully
encounter, you can try to recover strain.
Hopefully it means our group is just a little bit more cohesive.
Some other red-headed human
Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, some
Chick.
other red chick, yeah. I think that's Betty. I think they took to Betty. Betty did that one.
I thought
You-
they
I'm sure
did
Betty's a
that.
brunette.
You also recognise they are from dealings with someone who would source animal parts for your clan.
Yes.
Her and her family have dealt with your clan over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
A
Would
a
I
friendly face.
recognise eBay at all?
That's up to you. Would you like to recognise eBay?
I would say if they've dealt with my family a lot, even if I was a child at the time. How long do Jawas live?
You don't know. They don't tell anyone.
Oh.
No, kids don't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since they look alike, you
They
can't
have
tell.
Don't
very
ask her.
distinct purple eyes. So
So I would just say, like, do I know you? Sort of thing. Like,
Yes.
did you used to visit my clan for animal bits and pieces?
Yes.
For what do the Jawas use animal bits and pieces for?
For
Sacred rites.
Right.
For-
Oh, okay. One of those. Very
For-
profitable for our family.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
You were a little youngling.
Yeah, and I learnt Jawa from our interrelations. Well, probably a little bit scratchy nowadays. So thank God you speak basic.
Yes.
How have you been? What has happened to you? Something about being arrested by Piper's people?
No, he wasn't. His family was.
Your family.
Yes. Yes. My older brother and
Other members.
and my 8 younger siblings.
Oh, wow.
Have all been arrested.
They held here?
They are being held on. I'm unsure as where they are being kept. I just know that
You haven't heard anything for quite a while.
Do you know what the charges are?
Charges.
and it was bounty hunting, wasn't it?
A bounty hunter.
So it was just bounty hunting. You should know. What
Yeah,
that is.
Okay.
They're being
We might see
kept
if
in a
Betty
prison
might be able to
somewhere.
help us with more information a little bit later. She might be able to help us track down your clan, which, even if you can't actually be with them, it might be nice to know where they are.
Yeah, especially the youngest,
Yeah.
Marketplace.
Yeah.
He's
Marketplace.
gravely missing, sitting in front of the PlayStation,
Also missing the PlayStation.
and also missing the PlayStation.
Those Wii's, they were never any
because
good, were
because Gran Turismo 7 is out soon. And
they? No favourites here, absolutely none whatsoever.
Insert sponsorship.
Family. Just lay it on thick. We haven't only half an hour into the session.
No, can't.
But he's got great ties to.
See, I can't kind of squeeze out of here because somebody's upholding me at the moment.
I know. The person who he's got great ties to.
I'll put you down.
So,
But I'm
what's
next
your
to you, so you
standing
can't
with
run
the
away.
Java population then?
With the locals, I do have a second cousin in the local clan. I think they are of the Musk clan. I haven't spoken to them for since the PlayStation 2 came out. Was the last time I spoke to them. But
no joking, I've got 2 PlayStation 1s in my storage.
Yeah, but we send telegrams and holograms about once a month. But yeah, I have a connection.
Them recently.
Hey, B1 sent me a message. You don't mind if I go get chicken B1?
Yep.
So I'm walking up to
I check comms, see if everyone's communicated.
And with that, I will introduce David, who seems to be online now. We seem to have fixed that problem.
Yeah, I've got no video, unfortunately.
You've got no video?
I mean, so, really.
Probably because I forgot to send video your way. Hey, we'll fix that problem now. There we go, they should be seeing it now.
Yep.
Oh, the message was just to me. It's okay. I've just got to go. It sounds important. I think it might be my annual checkup.
You what?
Might be a checkup. You know the checkup?
Maybe I should come with you, make sure you're okay. I think that's probably a good idea. I'll help hype her out, you know, considering she's so drunk. I'll give her an arm up around the neck and help her up there because, you know, we're family and I need to take care of you.
Hey, I'll see you later. I'm just,
And so you and Thea duck out.
Mm-hmm.
So, Eva, you haven't actually introduced yourself to the local clan then?
No, I sent them a message saying that I was coming to wherever we are now.
Elrood.
I sent them a message saying that I was coming, and then once I had arrived and settled in, I would make their acquaintance.
Could be a fun adventure.
It always is amusing. Okay, so David and Thea arrive in your room with B1337.
B1, I think I need a checkup now. If you want to make a long checkup, I have no problems at all.
David seems to have dropped out.
See, I thought it was going to be a long
Yes,
checkup.
he's got a bad motivator.
I asked for the longest possible medical checkup of all time.
Okay, B1337 is not responding.
God, I hope there's a lot of the noodles.
What?
A blue screen of death.
Is he in the room with us?
He is in the room, but he's not responding.
Can I see?
Currently
anything?
staring at a wall.
Wake him a couple times.
There's a fizzle and a pop
Oh, that's not so good.
and smoke.
I calm down to eBay her and say something's wrong with that droid. Maybe you might be able to help.
Yeah, I can
hear a fizzle. It's very unsettling.
Oh well, I mean, it might just need a simple reboot.
I don't know how to do that.
Maybe turn it on and off.
As with anything running Microshaft, it might need a reboot. By the looks of the droids of B1's eyes, they look blue. So I'm assuming it's a death screen of blue.
Yes, screen of blue. Do you think you could help
It
us
would be
with
almost
food?
the equivalent of seeing like a 90s computer monstrosity built from other parts nowadays. It's how old he is.
So when you look at him, you see that he's an amalgamation of multiple droids.
Right.
So
Make sure he doesn't turn on when the Jawa's actually touching him because he has got a thing about small furry animals.
Who do you call him furry?
Especially with a reputation of stealing things.
Okay. Well, you know, press the buttons and step away.
That, but heavily modified.
Right. Okay. Right.
I find
Extremely
it
heavily
really
modified.
amusing that you got your model of B1, but he doesn't have his arms on.
this is a sound model.
Yes, I can have a look at the droid.
having a look at it, you have no idea how this monstrosity was put together, because apparently someone has included
Apple.
Parts from the equivalent of Apple,
Pumpkin.
IBM,
BBC,
HP, Spectrum, and put them all into the one system and basically wired them all together.
Right.
There's also a bit of penguin in there too.
So it's basically 5 different operating
That's
systems
novel.
running at the same time.
Right.
Can I just... I didn't quite get your name again.
eBay.
eBay. This one's special in some way and has issues with anyone touching it. So I just want to warn you in advance. If you do die, I'm not responsible.
Just tell me what bits to fidget with, and I'll fidget with them and take the death penalty if required.
Oh, I need to go to the toilet. Let's go to the toilet.
The right eyeball needs to be twisted to the right 30 degrees, and then the left eyeball anti-clockwise 50 degrees.
Okay.
Press the nose twice.
At the same time?
No, right, then left. Press the nose twice, and
Do
then
the secret handshake.
tickle it under the chin, and that should start it back up.
I give it a shot.
You give it a shot. Okay, so what is your character's actual mechanics?
None, really.
You got an
None.
intellect of 2, so you got 2 green dice. Trying to attempt something complex
Yeah, I've
with
got
this
absolutely no
droid.
mechanics whatsoever. Does it help that I'm being advised by someone who's got mechanics?
Hey, we'll give you 1 blue dice for the advice.
And also, I have computers, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
Okay, so he powers up,
Oh.
and you take 5 strain as Arts of Electricity strike through you. At which point he then powers down again.
Ooh. I'd be guessing that he's not working for now.
And more smoke rises from him.
Is actual fire started?
Summer podcast in the morning. We're gonna finish it.
As
I
he
believe
has.
Ross is putting us in extra noise in the background.
Yeah.
Is there actual fire?
No.
Okay, alright.
Just computers.
Just that puff of something burning.
Is B1 something that I can pick up place somewhere safe until he's operating again?
Well, there's nothing safer than Piper's room. No one else uses it.
Okay, fair enough. And
gonna
since
say,
Piper's no
put
longer
the
in it, I
backpack
closed
on.
it all. So I took 5 strain.
I'll lock the toilet door.
Yeah.
Sitting there going, not now, not now, not now. Just kind of checking back and forth.
Okay. So yes.
Yeah, so not much we can do.
So you find that eBayer has been assigned a bench in Piper's room
Oh,
as
okay.
his bed, because that is
Well-
where all the bugs are.
I said, well, we're here.
Well,
This is your
to be
quarters.
fair,
Oh,
that is the consultant's quarters.
well, there we are.
Yeah.
If you need any help getting things set up or any
Well-
any equipment you need, Betty is extremely well equipped at getting it.
Well, I'll need some duck down pillows and a ruched duvet.
Okay.
She will do her best.
Yes.
We have a limited budget.
What you actually get, I can't guarantee that. You know, we'll give everything a shot once.
Yes, you get a pillow stuffed with styrofoam balls.
Okay, I come down,
The,
walked out, going, what was still in my room?
This is where eBay is also bunking, because this is the consultants area.
So, okay, but there, my side. Don't come to my side. You can sit up there.
That's not.
So okay, you can see that there's this black mark on that side of the wall where the droid had its accident.
Yeah, my side, droid side, your side there.
Fair enough.
I've got reasons.
Yeah, I know you got reasons.
You know the reasons I've got, yeah, okay.
Yeah. I've had a few private conversations with you recently,
Yes,
so that's why I'm keeping an eye on you, because I don't want you to
okay.
end up dead by accident.
I'm going to just lay down again.
Okay.
Still feeling.
I'm gonna leave her be, since there's no urgent need to be anywhere. But I will check in with Kyana about any jobs or work that we might need to be doing. Because I presume that being a sector ranger means that I'm going to have things that I need to do on a regular basis.
Well, you still have 5 jobs to run down.
Which are they?
I have my original book at home, but that's where I have everything written. So that's we need to investigate the suicide that was a murder, figure out who did that. We have
Yes, they found a aged the governor who had thrown himself off a building to kill himself, but he managed to break his neck 10 minutes earlier and died before he jumped off the building for this apparent suicide. They had camera of someone, no one in particular, who has a jacket very similar to no one here, as footage of said person. You also had been asked to look into a book that Thrawn was interested in,
which we
and by extension the Emperor. And
again,
not pointing at anyone in particular.
Yeah.
The El Capitano bombing?
Yes, there was a bombing. So your Jawa clan had actually come here as part of a catching up with the media group who works with you, and part of your family were inside this building when it went up.
Okay.
No, this time not him.
This time not him. But you can blame him as you like.
Yeah.
No. She's got enough on her hands. And we also
and they refer to that as the El Capitano bombing.
Because that's where the radio station where this radio
jockey
did from.
Yeah.
So there was this bombing. We are meant to investigate further, which relates to somebody. Was that related? No, it wasn't.
It's linked to the other governor's aide.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the non-humanitarian governor who had his neck snapped, but the
other one.
Yeah. So
may or
because
not
you
have
had one who was doing all these behind-the-scenes nefarious things, and one who was helping the homeless and feeding the starving.
And guess which one Piper decided to kill?
She had the order to.
She wasn't ordered. She took a bounty. She could have said no to the bounty. Anyway, there was also, we had to try and get solid evidence of leaf on the wind and the travel reports, so that we can assess the flight data to get the Ilthorian pilot's name so we can get a witness to the Celestian escaping. Well, we helped him fix his ship. I might
fix the ship that he flew away on off planet.
So I might, since I've got some piloting stuff, I
think that would be the easiest one to go for right now.
Yeah. I might start pursuing that.
Yeah.
So while they're going off and talking about it, I'm sitting in the room with the Java, right? We've got a car downstairs. It needs some adjustment. So when this droid works, I'll get you to talk to the droid. I've got some ideas about it. So.
Are we talking about Vex?
The droid.
That's not technically your car.
Oh, I believe we have a David back. Hopefully we can hear him this time.
Sorry. This is B1.
Oh.
Yeah, B1.
B1. This is
B1.
This is the Jawa.
Hello, I am eBayer.
He's missing his little marketplace, brother.
Jawa? Why is there a Jawa here? What the hell?
I told you you'll react like that.
Whoa! Whoa!
Do you hear the
Get away
commotion?
from me.
No, I'm talking with you.
Okay, fair enough. We're not there.
I think we went upstairs.
This is up to Piper and I think we're up in Piper's.
Well,
I'm not sure where
B1,
Piper's
he's
room
the
is.
new
So we
mechanic.
have their floor. And
He's
then
okay,
the
B1.
floor, and then
You don't need
we're
a new
upstairs.
mechanic.
Yeah.
I do the mechanics.
So yeah, it goes.
Want to make a bet?
Garage, ground floor, where
Besides,
Piper
how's he gonna reach
is,
anything?
He's going to
your guys'
use you as
floor,
the tool.
And I would have come up to see him.
I'm gonna use him as a meat sack.
Well, you got a tool and a big sack. Cool.
You can see perfect room buddies.
How did he speak common? What the hell?
Okay. Just a bit background.
He's an educated
Used to be my
Jawa.
nanny when I was a kid. This droid.
Right.
Mr. Chuckles.
Mr.
Dr. Chuckles.
Dr. Chuckles. Also, our medic.
Hey Martin, in that case, do you remember how we did that choice? Can you change that back to medic?
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Okay, so, good friend of the family. has its own motivations, but quite a nice. Just got to get used to the kind of bluntness. That's all.
You've got
a blaster too. Get the hell away from me.
No. This jar was okay. It's good. Okay.
As long as you've got a thick skin and you can just ignore the obnoxiousness, you'll be fine.
You do notice he does have an ionization blaster.
Oh, the Jawa.
Mm-hmm.
So do I.
And they don't leave home without it.
Which only harms droids.
Really? I can see I can go with this.
I do.
Yeah. Now.
And a couple of grenades.
Come on, B1.
that's okay.
It's.
Good
The Jawa's going to sit on that side of the room. We're going to sit on the other side of the room. We're not going to. It'll be fine.
Juggling a grenade.
Wow, I can't wait till you need medical aid.
Oh, by the way, I tried to get medical aid before, but you were asleep. What's going on?
Yeah, it wasn't worth it. You were boring.
Oh, okay.
You weren't dying.
Actually, I came in for the checkup, but you went. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, look, just assume I'm checking you up all the time. Also, did you die? No, good.
See my point?
Great nanny.
Yep.
And by the way, he's the official medic.
Just to clarify things in B1's favour, Piper is still alive and certifiably shouldn't be.
Also, B1 is literally observing Piper's medical status pretty much 24/7.
Don't ask where you put the probe.
We don't ask those questions. It's a PG show.
Talk about probing.
Hey, PG. Tomorrow night you can talk about probing more.
That was a Disney song. It's totally PG.
I know.
And I'm sure those dreams of being abducted are just dreams.
Absolutely.
Hey, B1, did you want to do some modifications to that car? Because this
Hi.
this Jawa could help us out.
I wonder whether or not anyone should mess with Cadkir's
I already
car.
got a mechanic. Go make the mechanic do
Well,
it.
Cadkir's not here.
Okay, I'll walk out with the Jawa and I'm going to introduce him to the car. See if you can make
I
it.
look like a mechanic? No.
There are two cars down there now.
There's two cars.
Yes.
One's all nice and shiny, and one's all beaten up.
On the
We can put some spinners on this.
Ranger car.
Pretty sick.
Not the car that's happened to be non-Ranger.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
One that's got an attitude problem.
Yep, that sounds like a mechanic problem. Not a mechanic, apparently.
I'll take you downstairs and introduce you. So I'll take you downstairs to
Vex.
Vex thing.
Vex is currently not accepting visitors because its owner's not here.
Vex.
Think Kit from Night Rider.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Vex.
you can't touch Vex, but you can touch the Ranger car.
Okay. I'll take Vex. This is our new mechanic. Did you want to be introduced to the new mechanic?
Get access denied.
Oh, come on.
I always liked that car.
You hear that from down there. Yeah, got it. Okay, here's the other car. Can you have a look over and see what you can do to it?
It's your car. It's your car parked down here.
Where's our ranger vehicle?
It's off to
Trying
the
to
side.
sell all the cars, you weird-looking midget.
And Kyana's got a bike somewhere here too.
It's upstairs.
But
It's on the
her
street.
bike's always parked out the front.
Ah,
She got pride of place to remind everyone just where the place is.
exactly. On that one.
Besides the big 3 meter tall picture of her in the window.
Which is embarrassing, but it is what it is.
Things you gotta leave.
At least I got a Mandalorian style armor out of it.
We'll sit
fine
down
with
and
me.
watch the Jawa do its thing. So. I'm still going to call it Jawa because I haven't accepted the name yet, but I'm getting work on it. So.
Who's the racist now?
Hey, hey David, you missed it. I actually put most of his family in jail, so I'm actually in trouble with this Jawa. So.
Yeah, I think the Jawa's actually got secret motives of probably trying to put you into jail.
Oh, look, honestly, right now, that's probably the best first one.
So just so you know, you can shoot him as many times as you like with the ionization gun. It won't harm him or just hurt.
It will tickle.
So, you mean this
You could
ionizer
accidentally-
blaster and
Okay, so you basically get a shock. Your hair sticks up everywhere.
Oh, that's the way to get an 80s look without a hairdresser.
Kind of, those kind of spikes all the time. Is it like that kind of thing, or a bit more different?
A bit different than that.
But still kind of gives me a kind of rush.
But basically, you're feeling your body start to feel really sore.
But why?
And for a moment there, as far as the droid's concerned, you're
my-
offline.
My finger slipped. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought we had this discussion before. I'm not the person you're looking for.
My finger slipped on the trigger.
I'll find a chair and I'll sit next to him watching while they do the mechanics.
Okay.
Regretting sitting down here because I've got a feeling I'll get blasted at 3 or 3 other times. I'm going. Oh, it seems to be okay because it's reasonably dark in here, so I feel like it should be fine right now.
Okay. So as you start working on the vehicle, the light in the room come up so you can see better. It's perfectly lit.
Betty.
It's like you're outside.
Every time I think about Betty, though, I'm like, oh, Black Betty.
So this one's my car.
Yep.
Okay.
No, he's got his car down here as well.
Oh, he's got a car.
Yeah, he's got a car, there's Vex, and then there's the Ranger vehicle.
So now there's 3 cars.
Are you a he, her, or
You think
Jingles?
of it like a mini or something like that?
Let's go with he.
Alright, cool. He, okay, cool.
Let's go with he.
It's up to you because you can change it as you go as much as you like.
Yeah.
Jawas can do that. It's like
it's not like they can tell.
It's like those West African tree frogs at a Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah,
Change
yeah,
their
yeah.
species, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You're whatever you need to be.
Yes, exactly. Which could be fun. Yeah. So I start looking at my car and fiddling around with the sound system.
Get a good bass
Okay,
going?
yeah, you make the basement reverberate with your bass.
Playing.
So your chair just reverberates every time he does
playing
stuff.
AC/DC Highway to Hell
Nice.
on full volume.
Not Thunderstruck.
Or sung by the Mongolian voice people. You know that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The Who, yeah.
You know you can turn that down a bit.
What? Sorry, can't hear you. Zang.
I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's fair. That's undeserved.
You do realise every time you fire that gun, you're actually supposed to fill in weapons discharge forms.
He's a Jawa. I dare say he
And-
doesn't
Yeah,
even
but the
understand
thing is,
what
it's been
discharge
employed
points are.
into our thing. So
And he can't hear you at the moment. Apparently, his music's too loud.
Too busy.
Piper's not arguing with him.
Right
Piper's
now.
just going to go with it.
Yep.
Piper deserves kind of this issue, so.
And besides, it was one consulting with another,
Yes.
which is the irony in that one.
So going back to Leaf on the Wind.
Yep.
Can we use our computers to search the starport registries, or do we need to go to the starport?
Well, I was
You need
going to
to go to
say,
the starport.
I understand from what notes I took before, you have to go to the actual
I
starport.
have-
So I suggest to you that me and Carla go
Yep.
and follow that up. Well, you and
So you and the droid can work well together.
other people can
We're
work
not trying
on
to steal
some of the
parts
other
from
stuff.
other droids.
So we'll leave Katya as the ranger behind to watch
Yes.
these guys.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds good. And yeah, I think Khalid has sufficient mechanical skill to help me interpret the data.
Well, Kadkia is actually on a training exercise today.
Yeah.
True.
So he's currently marked as busy all day. He's learning how to wash his car.
So that leaves you to watch B1 and Piper and eBayer, if you're okay with that.
And amusingly, that thing about washing the car came from last session. He asked his car to book him in for some training.
Yes. I think Betty can keep a good eye on them.
Okay.
I'm
alright.
just gonna let that be.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and go with you guys because
Yes, no
this
problem.
is pretty important stuff. So it'd be good to have the
Yeah. No, that's cool.
the name going along with.
I joked to you, but if you come back and the place is burnt to the ground, that's not my fault.
Nah.
Those actually have really good fire.
So while you're talking, Betty pops up on your screen. Skills associated with getting information from Starport Control computers, and then it lists the Jawa, eBay, and B1337 as your current experts.
Well, maybe you should take those two, and we could always put some more work in on some of the other tasks we've got to do, because we've got 4 of them. It'd be kind of a waste of staff to put like all 6 staff onto the one job, when you guys could probably do that, and we could. Why do I keep turning off from that page that's got all my things on it?
Skill.
I should know better.
You might need to get more labels.
Yeah, I need to get different coloured ones. So, perhaps if you B1 and eBay check out the starport, I want to stay like 50,000 feet away from the book. So that would leave me with the investigation on the El Capitano bombing.
Yeah.
So it might be that
little pilot.
Khalid and I could possibly go and interview the other vice assistant person that survived, and we'll leave Piper nursing her hangover because we've punished her enough already.
Where's the coffee?
I'll take Piper with us.
No, we can go anyway.
Alright.
So Piper needs to make herself useful.
You do need somebody with the motley crew, because neither of them are actually rangers.
So we think, provided Kyani agrees, that she'll take B1 and eBay and Piper to the starport, and you and I will go and interview the assistant who's Shonky, the governor's assistant.
Which I believe Weir would be the only official listed consultant. The other 2, they're consultants because we say so.
Mm.
We don't list Piper.
That B1 and Piper go together.
No one.
Oh. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, this is the worst group for Piper to be with right now.
For her
You've got
self-esteem.
a leader who disagrees with the B1 unit, and then I've got a Jawa who thinks I might have put all this whole plan in jail. You don't see a problem here with that? I'm just
No conflict of interest
I
whatsoever.
think Diana's addition is basically that B1 kind of needs Piper and Piper kind of needs B1. And it's generally not good for the 2 of you to be separated.
It's
because when you're both on your own, you murder people.
It's more specifically that when you're like this, I need to keep an eye on you.
I think it's more if anyone gets close to Piper, they get put into prison. So our family's in prison. The clan that dealt with the Jawa clan that dealt with Piper's family is in prison. I think there's a trend coming from there.
So, Khalid, are you okay coming with me to do the interviews?
By the way, no one knows I actually put those Jawas in prison either, by the way, so except for me. Just let everyone know.
He knows.
He knows, but no one else does, yeah.
But from my perspective, I need B1, you're nursing a hangover again, and you disappeared for quite a while and caused havoc, so I need to have eyes on you at all times.
Yes, Mom.
So, I need you to come along with me just in case B1 starts to play up, because you know that you're the only one that can handle B1.
Before we part ways, I hand Piper a coffee.
Thank you. I'll give you a hug. Yeah, okay. B1, best behaviour.
So will you take the Ranger vehicle?
So yeah,
B1 doesn't respond.
I like that.
You've got the most people.
Yeah.
And we can either get public transport or foot it.
We can take my car.
How many does your car take?
It takes the Jawa and 1 passenger.
Ranger
So it's a
vehicle.
clown car.
Does it have a boot?
It does.
You're not putting B1 in the boot again.
B1 asked to be in the boot last one, remember?
Can we put Piper in the boot?
We can. You can actually fit Piper and B1 in the boot.
B1 would be okay with that.
Yeah, you should have asked how many handholds are on the vehicle, because basically you've got one driver and the rest are hanging on.
Yeah, I request that they, however they want to sit, I'll leave it up to you, however they want to sit, I'll request that they, Ivea follows me on my bike.
You're taking your bike and then all the rest of it. Yep.
Okay.
So that gives us the Ranger vehicle.
Okay. What's rock, paper, scissors equivalent to Star Wars?
So does that mean, are you going on the bike with Kyani, or are you getting in the
No, it's
boot?
between who gets the boot or not, between me and B1.
Can I take another person on the bike?
I think it's up to the driver.
I think it's lightsaber, Death Star, and force power.
Yeah, that'll work.
Death Star wins because it blows the crap out of everything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the whole thing of
I'll go
like
force.
rock,
And
paper,
depends what that does.
Death Star, and lightsaber.
Yeah.
So while you're doing force, I believe B1 gets into the front seat.
Yep. That works.
Yeah, I'm still like getting the hang of it.
So and then he looks up and he's the only one standing there.
Pop the boot.
Okay, so we'll.
You squish in with the gear, and then the door closes on you. Bink.
This is great for a hangover.
Oh, this is wonderful hangover.
Okay, so as you're going along, you look behind you. You see a trail of smoke behind you as Ibea's vehicle is literally spewing black clouds out the back of it as it's going.
No.
You did get a second hand. Or another Jawa.
Okay. I'll try to take us to the least bumpiest route to the starport, because I do have some compassion for pipers.
And you're watching it go like this the whole way?
Yeah, because old car.
No, the music.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Well, it's all about the doof doof.
You could be hard of hearing, because my audiologist told me that it is legit that people who can't hear or are partially deaf, they actually listen to music through vibration. I'm like, this is why my car has to vibrate all the time.
See, there you go.
And don't worry, all the speakers are set up in the spare compartment boot.
In the boot.
That's
Is
where the
there room
subwoofers
for
are.
Piper if Piper was in the boot?
Yep.
Okay.
Your speakers face the boot. They're not in the boot.
Yeah, it gives that more
Vibrating
bass,
sound,
and vibration.
Well, he needs the boot space so he can put in his things that he finds.
So you can put your amplifier back there, and then you have these subwoofers. And yeah.
Your twin subwoofers.
Yeah.
So yes, everyone gets out of the way as you're coming down the road. You think it's just because of you until you realise everyone's pulling off the road, seeing the Jawa's vehicle coming along.
Stay.
Okay.
Okay.
They think you're escorting it somewhere to be demolished, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Worst thing every day, all the time.
But you make it to the starport without any major dramas. Though you did have starport security stop you at the edge of the starport with the. I don't think you can take that onto into the actual starfield.
Okay.
I don't think it's safe.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll park at the gate and walk in.
While they're doing that, can I just yell, are we there yet?
What do they mean it's not safe? I've checked this car myself.
Is it that the fumes?
What fumes? It's
So the guy starts choking as the wind just blows it his way.
What fumes? These are not the fumes that you're looking for.
So we'll go ahead, park the vehicles, walk into I guess that.
Says,
head
he says
office
you might
and
want
stuff.
to do some fine tuning on your exhaust emissions. He says.
Fine, if I have to.
You don't have to. Just if you want to bring it onto the airfield, you need to have those emissions to a 0.
Fine, I'll put a Prius converter in there.
This is a planet with some more recent laws and additions, so.
It's actually illegal for anyone not part of the government to wear armor.
Yep.
I'm a Jawa, I don't have armor.
So you're good.
Well, no one can tell because you're wearing the robes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go into head office, whatever it's called.
Yep. You see that they pulled Piper out of the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
White Piper is soot coloured at the moment.
And I turn off the stereo.
Piper can't tell.
Piper's looking to get a taxi back right now. Can't believe he's her own. You'll just treat him this way.
As we're walking in, I'll give Piper a little bit of a pat on the back and say, "Toughen up, Buttercup. Let's go."
I'll give you a look of like, really.
We got work to do. Let's go. So yeah, we go in and
It takes you about half an hour to walk across the field to the control tower.
Yep.
They don't generally put it on the edges.
Yep.
I'm going to make sure I'm between the Jawa and the brewer droid, so I can see tension already starting.
So we will go to the control tower and ask for. I lost my book. So leaf on the.
Leaf on the wind.
Yeah. So we'll ask if they have any transport records for a ship called Leaf on the Wind.
Okay.
Is this a...
Okay, the guy does a check. He says, yes, we've got that. Apparently, it left the system, and he gives you the date when you actually remember fixing the ship and helping it go. It seemed to have just dropped off some supplies at the starport on that day and then took off, saying it had engine trouble over the mountains.
So it left the whole system on that day.
Well, we have it leaving system on that day, yeah.
Are they? This is just me asking mechanics. Are they able to tell when it leaves planet and leaves system, or is it okay? Gotcha.
As long as they're scanning and keeping track of things, and
and system for
think of the
us
Elrood
is
people as the people who.
Is it that? Is it the sector, or is the system Elrood and its planets?
So
Or
Elrood
its
is this little
moons.
square here,
Okay.
and that includes all the planets in the system.
Okay, so Elrood and the moons and whatever else is around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's all in that one little spot.
Okay. So as far as we know, it's out of there.
Mm-hmm. And you were told it was it had registered a flight plan to Bodrin.
To Modron?
Bodrin. Bodrin.
Okay, so 2 planets over. So Kidron, then Modron.
So the major planets are Bodrin and Kidron, and there is also 1, 2, 3, 4 planets in between.
Okay, gotcha.
They're all minor planets. Some of them don't even have people on them. That's where you should go. You want to be assigned to the planet with no people to police?
I'll just have to suppose it, man.
You might find out you're arresting yourself.
Possible.
Step inside the gate, pull the gate shut and go, oh crap, can I let myself out?
Oh. Jurassic World Part 2. I'm just going to be quiet the whole time unless it's unless I get told to ask to. I'm sitting watching, observing. Because I'm an observer.
And record shows that ship captain was an Ithorian and that it had a Celestian first name. But the names were verified.
So we help repair the ship.
Is there any
Transition check?
Yep.
I guess supply list or what's the word I'm looking for?
Cargo manifest.
That one. Yes. It's something that says the people who are on the ship. What's the word I'm thinking
That
of?
would be passenger manifest.
That one.
That thing.
Yeah.
So it didn't have it wasn't a passenger vehicle as far as they said. It was the manifest that they had traveling was organic components.
Okay.
But the organic components apparently spoiled and mucked up their engines, which is why they had to sit down on the mountain range coming in. and they went and they dropped off the radar.
Can you?
And then about a day later, they came back on the radar and entered the system. Went through decontamination here, which why it took them about a couple of hours before they had to leave.
So after they came off of radar, they came to the starport?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. David asked you to add his other account. He said it should work.
No, we'll try the other account. Once you can figure out where my mouse decides to hit yourself on. Here's my mouse. Okay.
Excuse me.
Dave tries to try
Oh, right, okay.
Wrong one. I'll try the other one.
That's B1, isn't it? Oh, right, okay. That's that tunnel.
No, what?
Much better.
He seems to be in. Hey, David.
Hello.
Hey, sorry about all that. I am having some reception problems around.
It's okay.
You're good.
We
Should be
understand
fine
that.
from now, though.
It's all good.
It sounds a lot better, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I'm on my laptop and it has better Wi-Fi.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so yes, you are at the starport. You found out that Leaf on the Wind went to the was booked in to go to the Budrin system next. It had a manifest of organic components that seemed to have leaked and gone all over their engine, and they had to go through decontamination before they could leave. And basically, they were denied entry onto the planet itself due to their engine troubles.
When we were fixing it, I don't have my book right now.
I think
do we
cleaning.
do we remember cleaning out organic material? Okay.
They should have had a Jawa.
Yeah, to steal everything.
They could have got into the small spaces and fixed things.
That's what little hands are good at.
I want to tap him on the head right now, but he's got a gun, and I know he uses it, so I'd rather.
I'll ask whoever we're talking to specifically if they remember. Is it? Did they see just the captain and the first mate, or did they see any other passengers aboard?
Well, the logs say that there was only an Ithorian captain and a Celestin first mate. Names weren't verified because we weren't able to find them on the system. We were going to require them to go through proper accreditation, but they managed to pay a fine and leave the system.
Yep.
With the understanding that if they enter the system again, they will be arrested for lack of pilot's license.
Okay.
I'm going to tap you on the shoulder.
Yes.
Didn't they say they left cargo here? That's what you said originally. Ask about cargo.
So yeah, I'll ask about the cargo that they left behind.
Well, they apparently left cargo relating to food products bought by one of the food suppliers in town. But they weren't able to do anything but leave the crates and work.
Do you still have the products in quarantine?
They were picked up a few months ago.
Oh, I guess, yeah, it would have been a few months ago. May I ask who picked them up?
Okay.
While you say that, I'll give you a thumbs up.
It was picked up by Atacryl Meats. Which was amusing considering we don't think any of the products were meat-based.
So just a quick recap. We came to a 5-mile landing strip with an old Corellian starship with a group of various races working on it, disassembling it and cleaning it. A Celestian looks at us and we go over. They tell us they're repairing a ship for interstellar travel. They direct us to the Ilthorian Haffleflip, who we offer to help with the cleaning of their ship parts in return for more information. It turns out the person running things is the Twi'lek. His name changes regularly.
Never uses his real name.
Yeah.
That was the Twi'lek we.
Yeah, and that's all I've gotten.
Okay.
Gotten. all I got, because after we cleaned it, they took off, and we then went and picked a fight with some Tuskens, I think. No,
Transition.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I would say to the best of your knowledge, do you know where I can find adequate meats?
Yes, they have a shop front out in the Elrood Bazaar. Best place to get it. You can catch the monorail station from the starport directly there if you wish to.
Okay.
I'm sure it'd be safer than whatever smoke spewing machine you came in here with.
No one's judging.
Yeah.
I try to hold the Java back as much as I can.
Just by the scruff there.
Yeah, there you go. So
And I
that
get
shot
kicked in the
front
side
okay. Let me consult with my consultants real quick. So I'll ask Piper.
You see her look outside and looks at a droid, a Jawa, and a disheveled hair everywhere. Person who looks like a person they've seen recently.
Not one of my better days, I'll just say.
She just you consult away, and then she walks away from the booth.
Okay. So I'll ask, do you guys feel comfortable going to the shop front at the bazaar before planning to go off planet, because that is where our next lead is really taking us?
Sure.
We've got a meat sack specialist right next to us. I'll look at B1. So I think B1 would be very tame to find out about this meat place.
I don't really care, but I mean, if you want to do it, let's go.
Okay.
I can help with my convincing demeanor.
There you go.
You can stay away from me, you weird little midget.
No one's racist here.
So yeah.
Are you calling a midget tin butt?
Listen here, you weird baby Ewok weird covered thing. I will
I'm between
hurt
both of them right now.
I both like where this is going, and I also know where this is going, and it equals possible disaster.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, so that scene sort of sees with the two of these. One up there yelling at each other.
And I'm in between going, whoa, settle down. Let's get to the meat packing.
You need more coffee to deal with this.
And I'm looking around, is there any coffee shops nearby?
He needs a houtini.
Yeah, so I guess from here what we'll do is we'll take the vehicles to the bazaar.
Okay.
Even though they gave us the option, which you overheard, the option of taking the, I believe the train, the monorail.
Okay, so yes, you spend another half hour walking across the field, which you have to do anyway.
Yeah.
To get back to the vehicles.
Yep.
I'm thinking about the monorail right now. Is your bike fit two people on or just one person?
It can fit two,
It can
but
fit two.
you really want to have Piper on there with you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to have Piper on there with you than... Actually, I think maybe it might be better to split up B1 and the Jawa. Because if you leave them alone in the car together, they are bound to have an accident.
Okay.
But you didn't have an accident on the way there.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. I noticed you don't have a drink. Do you need an energy drink or a soda stream? Preference?
Do you want me to get it?
So if you go to the fridge, the top drawer has all the energy drinks in it.
You'll see it when you open it.
So there's a gamer drawer at the bottom.
Look down, yep. Top
And
drawer.
then there's a second drawer for us.
Drawer?
Drawer. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. The bottom drawer is for everybody, and the middle drawer's for Martin.
The silver cans in the second drawer.
Yep.
Right.
Thank you. Do you need someone to open that for you?
They should be able to.
Do you want me to crack it open?
I might go yes, just
Yeah.
so I save my hands.
Take it where you can get it. We've already been lectured by a specialist once today.
Yeah.
I got stabbed by him.
See, I got that and I didn't need a ladder.
Wow. I think about it. Well, I would like not to be in the vehicle. I can see these two going off each other. So I want to make sure I'm still in between it. So I want to be in the seat while somebody sits in the boot.
Well, it has to be the passenger seat because you can't fit into the driver's seat.
No, passenger seat. I'll sit in the passenger seat with the Jawa. I suggest to be one to sit in the boot so you don't try to kill the Jawa.
Or go into backpack mode. Which we've established he can do.
Yes,
if
he
wants
can
to.
do. So, yeah.
Does B1 get into the boot?
Now.
Does B1 agree to go into backpack mode to go with Kesley? Kyana, sorry.
You better not put me in the boot.
Well, you've let people put you on their back before.
As long as I don't go in the boot, I'm okay with
Well,
that.
there you go.
If
you get to carry B1.
Yeah, I was gonna say B1. If you're willing, I can take you on the bike. You can either ride along or go backpack mode. Your choice.
Actually sit on the bike? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No need for backpack. I didn't realise that.
Okay, so the droid sits on the bike with you.
Okay. It's weird, but alright. It happens.
When we get in the car and you
Does
guys...
he have like a magnetic butt so he doesn't...
I'm sure he can.
Yeah, that's just funny.
I bet he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have to hold on. He can just sit there.
And he's definitely not tinkering with the bike to make it faster.
For some reason, I don't think Kyana would be upset with that.
I'd be like, this is fine. So yeah, we'll go ahead and head to the bazaar. I'm sure smoke trail.
While we're in the
behind
car,
us.
okay, I'm going to warn you once and only time. That droid is bad news, so just watch yourself around the droid.
Is that before or after you sort of electrocute someone?
Does B1 hear you say that?
No,
we
you drew
already
an off by
took
now.
off.
You drew an off by. I'll make sure that you drew an off by this time this happens. So,
Keeping in mind, B1 has sensitive hearing.
What do you know?
Too much.
let's say, when you shot me with the pistol, I'm still more scared of the big one unit.
That can be changed.
I don't think that was a challenge.
No. Oh, I'm going with this. Really? Okay. We might talk later.
Maybe you shouldn't have left them
Let's go on.
Maybe not.
Okay, so yes, the noise in the car is not much different from what it was underneath.
I just feel more
And
comfortable.
the smoke from the car itself is not much different than what it was in the compartment.
You sure you don't want me to help you with your exhaust system?
It's air conditioning.
It's a work in progress.
Okay.
It adds character.
I got the air conditioner from
Personality.
Aldi.
Oh, that special.
Yeah, only 3 previous owners.
Yeah, and they only had 2 left.
Is Aldi another cousin of yours?
No, it's my
A Danish.
auntie twice removed.
Actually, that actually works really quite well for a description of Aldi.
It does. It works.
Still, just to work around here with that work, you just might want to, maybe.
Maybe I forgot to connect the pipe. Who's
to say?
Who's to say?
That's fine. Okay.
Besides, you felt like eating that week.
This game's got to come with a
let's go
warning
follow
not
him,
to
let's go follow
drink
him.
while laughing.
Oh, I know, right?
So you do notice that while it's going straight, the Java's doing a lot of different moves with the controls, but it's just going straight.
Like, you know, that whole thing of a toddler driving
This
a
is from an
car like
operator
this?
It needs a wheel alignment.
Do you have any skills in driving, or just a matter of interest?
No.
See, my job as an operator is to drive everything. So that's
I'm sure it's perplexing
you don't have the
right now.
piloting planetary.
But don't I?
It would be piloting.
You don't need it. Everyone can do it without having training, but you don't even have a license.
Who needs a license? I got mine out of a Cocoa Pops packet from Kmart.
So, just let you know, I'm not going to introduce you to my boyfriend, because he would have lots of problems with you doing right now. While I do that, I've got a picture of the boyfriend. Oh, Dr.
You got lots of pictures of him.
Yeah, okay.
Captain.
He said it's very hard to look at with all the smog around.
Captain Fab.
So you have a look at his.
Car.
Also, no texting and driving.
He looks great.
You're
I've
setting a
got
bad example.
Too much hair.
yeah.
What happens when the officer isn't around?
You want us to come along? I'm sorry.
Okay, so while they're doing that, the other two head off to the governor's mansion.
Yes. I would suggest we actually start off with interviewing the staff before we interview Mr. Shonky. I gather when we arrive, we'll go to a front desk.
Yep, you see the reception desk. Reception says, "How may I help you, officer?"
I explained to her that as a part of our official investigation into some recent bombings, we have need to
What,
access...
there's been bombings recently? When did the bombings happen?
I tell her.
It's been a couple months.
That was quite a few months ago.
Yes, but these investigations take time in order to accurately determine what has happened.
Did you need us to line up people for interviews?
Yes, we'd like access to the staff for the governor. If you can arrange interviews, sooner is better than later.
So I can get some staff next week, a couple of them the week after, maybe a few more the week after that.
Is there any way we can expedite that? I use my presence if I can.
What is your...
My presence is 3, but I think
Do you want?
Khalid's presence is a 4.
I believe so.
You there, Ross?
Did he drop off?
No, he's Mike, he's off.
Ah, okay.
Which would be why we can't hear him.
Just such a link for the Star Wars stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
right.
Yep.
What's that bureaucracy under?
Well, you can threaten with coerce. You can
I'd rather try charm before we
you can try to charm them. You can try to deceive them. You can try to negotiate with them.
more bees with honey, so I'd say that would be the approach I'd recommend first. Unless you're really good at bullying people, but...
He is really good.
Well, I'm more of a... Currently my presence is a lot better than...
Yeah,
than
our presence is actually, both of us together is pretty good.
So I think we'd probably be going for negotiation.
Yeah, we could do that.
And so what
I have one in that as well.
You have one in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we just say the Imperials are getting a little bit more impatient at the moment, so I don't think they would I think they would want this expedited through all the red tape.
That's pretty good to
And I'll give you a
bring up
blue
the
dose
Imperials.
for that.
Yeah, and as she said, it's been months, so, you know, they're getting a bit antsy.
Okay, so let's see. That is quite a lot of failures.
Fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus,
Hey, Dom.
sorry. Frick. Fudge. Frisbee. Fan. There's lots of F
Fire
words.
truck.
Why do I have to
There's
use
6
the wrong one?
Okay, so you ended up with 2 advantages and a failure.
That's what's worried about.
Oh, okay,
so,
this doesn't sound good.
Apparently, there's a lot of time at the moment. They've already answered questions from the Imperials.
Okay, is that recorded anywhere?
She looks at you going, I don't know. I don't do investigations. I just...
Do you have a record of who interviewed the staff?
It would be.
I believe everyone's been interviewed by a Lieutenant Sandemo.
Okay, alright, we should have probably started there. I still organise with her to arrange interviews again, because we've been reassigned the task, so we're looking at it with a fresh view.
So she will coordinate with your administration.
Betty, I ask her if she will do that, and then in the meantime we'll go and check on Sandemo. After we get out of the building, I'll see if I can comm Sandemo first and see if he's available today to talk about this.
He picks up his comms and goes, Lieutenant Sandemo here, how may I help you?
I explain all of the previous, and tell him I'd like to get copies of the interviews the Imperials did with the staff for the governor. I'm particularly interested in the governor's aide, and both aides if they were alive at the time, preferably.
Well, I believe both aides were alive during the interrogation chairs.
Where can I access that information, or can I get it sent?
We'll have the files transferred across.
Okay, alright. Well, that's something. Well, at least we got out to get coffee. Do you want to stop for lunch on the way back?
Have you got any gut feelings or any off the book type views on suspicions and that on about the bombings?
That's a really good question, but I don't know that he'd like to talk about that online.
Yeah, I mean, if we can
so perhaps maybe we can offer to take him out to lunch.
Yeah.
Or he might come to the office, or we could go to lunch, but
you know, I guess if we go out to lunch, it might be a little bit more informal, and therefore he might be less
we'll do that.
less official, a bit more relaxed.
See if he's up to that.
Yeah.
Okay. He gives you address of a portable burger dispensary.
Okay.
This is amazing.
But otherwise known as Rub Burger.
No, burgers are better at. You know where?
Bantha Burger.
The spot of G.
Bantha Burger,
Yeah. Bantha Burger.
Is that the same as the place in London that has the specialised burgers made by special people?
Oh, by the way, as somebody who's once again a Melburnian, Rub Burger ain't shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. When you go to Melbourne, you get totally different down there.
Oh, yeah, everything's different in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Isn't the coffee so much better?
In most places, it depends on where you go.
Around Carlton.
I did my barista course
Canberra
down
food
there,
is like
both of them.
if you buy Melbourne food on Wish.
Yeah, it's like the mass-produced Melbourne food that doesn't have as much flavour.
Yeah, that's fine.
Always been left for a day or two.
Canberra food's still better than Sydney.
There's a
That's fair.
couple of places in Canberra that do decent coffee kind of consistently, but you'd have more luck in Melbourne in, you know...
That's fair.
And you'd have that just walking into a random place.
She changed jobs quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was going professionally drinking coffee, essentially. I would chase her around to wherever she was working. Be like, yep, you work here now. Fantastic, alright. And come back.
Yeah, I did the same. I'd follow my baristas around when I could keep up with them.
Alright, you're a stalker, but okay.
In a good way.
Well, as long as you only stalk them while they're working and you stalk them to get coffee, not their name or number.
Well, I used to, like, at the end of a week, I'd buy, some of the baristas, I'd buy them a coffee as kind of a tip. And they'd always joke about how they made their own coffee that I bought them. And they're like, I'm not quite sure if this is a boon or not.
And getting back to the game.
Sorry. So we go to the Bantha Burger place and we pick up, I'm guessing, an order for San Dimo as well as ourselves.
Oh no, he's there as well.
Oh, he's there. Okay, cool. Awesome.
He doesn't like meeting in offices.
No, I had a feeling that it'd be nice to be out of the office.
Free Happy Meals, don't forget the toys.
Do we get any toys?
No. But you do get this really nice greasy burger with mostly charred fries and this amazing bubbly liquid to go with it.
Okay, so I'm going to forgo the burger and just concentrate on our companions.
I wish I was there.
And so I talked to him.
He says you don't know what you're missing as he's munching away on the burger.
I'll order a burger and munch on it as well.
Well, I'm happy to share my burger with both of you at the moment. I just don't need the heart attack. Yeah. So I explain, I know that he's been investigating the bombings as well, and that it's been reassigned to us as it's been a few months, and the Imperials, particularly, is it Captain Thrawn? Admiral Thrawn. Is he an admiral at this stage?
Admiral, yes.
Okay, and I just say Admiral Thrawn has directed us to take a fresh look at it,
he knows he was on the case before you got it.
And I assure him.
Yeah, how he met him.
I assure him that I remember because he was one of the most competent people that we had encountered. I was very impressed by.
And he remembers
his
encountering
efficiency.
you at the actual bomb site.
So yes. So I just want to kind of go over that to refresh my memory, and perhaps now that he's had time to process all of the information, find out if there's any new theories or points of view that he has about either who ordered it, who did it, and whether or not there are other intermediaries that we might be able to track down and talk to.
Well, it says officially all the evidence is starting to point towards the governor's office.
Right.
Unofficially, all the evidence is rather convenient.
Okay. Would I be more interested in finding out the truth at this stage, or just finding out who the Imperials want me to find out who's responsible?
Depends on who you want to please.
I'm more comfortable with finding out the truth.
Well, in that case, you might want to dig a bit deeper.
Okay.
Because I got taken off the case because I was digging a little deeper.
I might have to talk to Kyani about this before I do too much. That said, though, I ask him if he has any recommendations about how I might go about that without getting thrown off the case straight away.
Well, he was a bit surprised that Imperial mining vehicles had been taken not long after arriving on planet and then used in a bombing when there wasn't even an Imperial mining setup on planet.
So I might be able to track down who brought in those mining vehicles, and that might be a lead that I can follow.
Oh, he already was tracking that down.
Okay.
And through official channels, they never officially arrived here.
And through unofficial channels?
Unofficial channels, they were here and they blew up. And footage unofficially appeared showing someone who looks like the aide getting in the vehicle and driving.
Which aide? The humanitarian one that's passed away, or the I'll just say other one.
Well, it depends on when you look at the video, because before the unfortunate demise of the aide who died, they were more prominent in the video. But after their death, their friend was more prominent in the video.
Okay, so it's probably a frame-up. Is this to weaken the governor's position in power, do you think?
Possibly. They may want to try to change the government.
Okay. And what's your experience and understanding of the government that's currently in control, the governor now that's...
Well, the governor here is very good with being paid to do things.
Right.
And the Empire doesn't like paying people to do stuff.
Okay, so it's more money crunching than it is actually about governance.
That's his gut feel of it. And the living aid is very good at accepting money to do things.
Don't they want to cut their costs?
The Empire does, yes.
So why would they be paying the other aid then if they want to cut their costs?
Because some things just have to happen.
So they have to pay the aid less than they have to pay the government?
Well, paying the aid would be paying the government. Because if you're paying someone and it comes through any sort of scrutiny, then the governor can officially state he was never paid.
Okay.
Even if he gets the money.
That's
politics.
Yeah, confusing.
He doesn't like politics much.
No, I don't.
Which is why he's still a lieutenant after 10 years in the field of being a lieutenant.
Yeah, I'll probably end up being a low-ranking ranger for the rest of my life too. Got too many morals.
Which is why he enjoys his burgers when he can.
Yeah, no, I absolutely get you. I'm the same, but with coffee. Carla, did you want to ask some questions?
Those vehicles, where were they actually assigned to?
They were assigned to the Elrood Sector because Imperial mining was meant to be part of each of the sectors and have a presence in each sector.
Yeah.
He would have assumed they may have come through the sector capital, but considering Coin is the gateway to the sector, you would have expected it to have headed towards one of the other ends instead of this end. This end is very much dedicated to Randall mining and not Elrood, not Imperial mining. And with that being the main mining conglomerate, you don't really want to dig where someone else has already dug, because there's not anything worth digging up. Which is why it didn't make much sense to him.
It's not making much sense to me either.
But it did seem to have demolition charges with the mining equipment, which is what was used to take out the building, and it was confirmed to be Imperial demolition charges from Imperial mining. It had the same signature. It's not the stuff that Randall mining uses, so it wasn't a substitute vehicle.
Because they used chemicals to identify each,
And the chemical signature does not originate in Elrood at all.
Do you know where it originates from?
It is listed as Imperial mining.
Why do you think would someone like Admiral Thrawn be keen for us to solve this case that they're trying so very hard to thrust under the rug?
As far as he's concerned, Admiral Thrawn doesn't care how it's resolved as long as it's resolved.
So we could technically go with a report that basically says everything that you've already told them, and they won't care because it's not coming from Imperium.
There are different factions in the Empire. Admiral Thrawn is just one of those factions. They will report all the way up to the Emperor, and I don't think the Emperor really cares what happens in Elrood.
So, Admiral Thrawn is also testing us too, so keep that in mind. We all know that. So.
So, has this got information on the quartermaster who was in control of the vehicles and the charges?
Well, that's part of the problem. The quartermaster didn't actually arrive on Elrood, and neither did any of the Imperial mining officials. No one from Imperial mining officially landed on Elrood, and he couldn't find any proof otherwise.
Okay, what about transports?
In Rebels?
If an Imperial mining transport landed, it was not registered. Which means it could have come through some form of piracy. Someone else could have brought in and framed Imperial mining, or the governor himself may have had it brought in under one of his own supplies, so he could throw blame at someone else.
Okay. Do you have information on the last time these mining vehicles were actually eyeballed by Imperiums?
The register of it basically had it checked into the Elrood Sector about a month before they showed up here.
That's quite a while.
Well, these things get deployed and no one really sees them except for the people who they're deployed with, and it was never listed as deployed.
Would we then possibly be best tracking down some underground contacts?
Possibly, but he has no underground contacts that he can point you to, because this is not his usual base of operations. He normally deals with crime and not criminals themselves. He puts them away. He doesn't talk to them.
Okay, fair enough.
Which is why they don't talk to him.
So, We're basically just going around in a lot of circles, and I'm getting really dizzy.
That's what he felt like. He was
Yeah.
glad it got given to someone else.
I'm not so glad. What do you think, Carla? Can we get anything more from this, or should we, like, A, consult with Kyana, or B, see if we can find some underground contacts?
Well, we've got all of the information that the lieutenants supplied us.
Yep.
I could check with eBay with the see if his contacts will know anything about how to obtain Imperial mining vehicles.
Yeah, that's a good
Because I
idea.
reckon that's probably what's happened is there's a corrupt section in the Imperials,
Yeah.
and there's a corrupt section here, and somehow we've managed to smuggle that.
They've been
the
smuggled in
explosive
for some
and the
reason.
vehicles here.
Someone wants it pointed at the Imperials, and they're trying really hard to do that. So yeah, I think that might be a good way to go, is to check in with eBay and report back to Kyana about the obvious political problems that this case will engender, depending on how we decide to pursue it. So on that note, I thank Sandemo. I pay for his lunch out of my own
He was
money.
more than happy to pay for his own lunch. He doesn't want handouts. He
Okay.
doesn't deal in handouts.
Well, it was less of a handout and more of a thank you for your time. Because technically it was his lunchtime and not his work time.
Well, as far as he's concerned, he's always on the clock.
That's sad. But I kind of get it. I live where I work. Alright, shall we head back?
Yep.
Alright. We'll give you the political lazy Susan. And go round and around and around.
Okay, so you all arrive back at the place at the same time.
So what I envision is happening here is you got Imperials and then you got the Elrood governor, and they're all pointing at each other at the same time. That's it was them.
It's the Spider-Man meme. And they're all pointing at each other.
Yeah.
It was them, I'm sure of it.
Well, it's the whole
Which
thing.
Peter Parker?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to go there. Still getting open for Carla.
Oh, sorry. So you guys were heading to the bazaar first. Okay, so while they head back, you arrive at the bazaar. There is lots and lots of people here. This is the biggest bazaar on Elrood.
Ooh, somewhere to gamble.
And it has more market stalls than you'll see anywhere else on the planet.
Which way to the gambling?
Now, if the Rajal goes to the gambling, I'll have to pull the Rajal, okay?
Okay. So you follow the Jawa.
I do
gambling
communicate
place.
with, hey, Joe wants to go gambling. I'm chasing it. I'll be back later. See you at the drawing.
I say, don't get back here. But I'm sure they're off.
As you say, you look around, they're gone.
Yeah.
Where do I play red and black? Where do I play red and black?
You do know a nice cantina nearby.
Do I know this cantina?
Yeah. You know all the cantinas.
No, do I know this cantina based on...
You're not for many reasons.
No, this isn't the same cantina that somebody else went to previously.
Yeah.
Would it be? What could go wrong? Okay. I'll take the Jawa to the cantina.
Okay, so you take him into a cantina. Inside you see that they've got lots of little games happening. There is a big poster up on the wall saying the Empire wants you. Obviously they want you particularly because they seem to be pointing directly at you. And when you move, the fingers move. One of those holographic things.
Isn't it Piper?
It's not... actually it is Piper. This one is Piper.
The picture?
Yeah.
Why are you pointing at me?
Because...
Saying the Empire wants you.
Because you're a nice guy.
The Empire wants you to join the rest of your family.
I see gambling table over there.
Oh, gambling.
Okay. See, I know how to do this. I do not discourage the gambling. I go, well, I've had one of those days. What could go? Let's go well. So, yeah.
500 credits on red, please.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Give me, that would be make a deception roll. So your cunning
2.
is 5. I don't think you have, do you have deception?
I do.
2 in deception.
2 in deception?
Oh, this guy.
And can I use Streetwise as well?
This is basically a deception roll,
Oh,
is
okay.
how you determine how well you do at gambling where you're sitting
But
there doing
I
it,
also have convincing demeanor.
which also gives you...
That's 4. Is that right?
I'm looking at
Tell
Right, you're a swindler.
convincing.
Convincing
Do
demeanor.
you know?
I don't know.
Don't know, man. Just,
So you got Gearhead, Grit, and Utini as your different things. You have...
convincing demeanor, which has got a 4 next to it. Not sure if that.
Where did I put that down there?
Talents.
I think I forgot to put the details in for that one.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah.
Okay. So that is from...
Whoa. This jar is. Yeah. I'm not going to mess with this jar now. I haven't seen that. I feel sorry for B1 right now.
Okay, so we'll look up what convincing demeanor does. So it's got a G next to it, so it comes from your gambler. So
I'm going to act as bodyguard for the Java. Just put it out there.
Yeah, that can't go wrong.
I keep missing you go. We're nearly finished. We'll be there soon. We'll catch up. Just introducing the Jawa to gambling.
remove 1 black per so you get to remove one black dice if I had a black dice from it for every rank level when you do deception or skullduggery checks.
That's handy.
So if there are black dice are called setbacks, so you get to remove one of these from the roll. At the moment, there's not one because you haven't been penalised.
Yep.
But if you were to fail badly, you'd be penalised with your next roll, and then you can remove it from it. So
You're also very good at stealing stuff.
You are very good at stealing stuff. So apparently you failed with style.
Ha!
Yeah, so you got 3 advantages. But you lost your 500 credits. It came up black.
Ah. Your fault.
How is it my fault?
And then...
Rule of life. Blame Piper.
A glass of alcohol was put in front of each of you saying, for your loss.
Oh.
I push mine across to the Jawa.
It's very cheap alcohol.
We're going to get a very drunk Jawa on our hands very soon.
It's the sort of thing you use for lubricant.
Credits.
Is it 500 of our credits or just 500 of his own?
Of his own.
His own
Oh,
credits.
thank goodness.
We should go back to the job we're doing. I can always take you back.
Fine.
I'll take you back here later. It's okay. I was shocked by the 500 credits. So. I've come from a very poor family, and you just put 500.
B1 and I have already started walking towards the stall.
Okay, so you arrive at Anticryl Meats. It is a big shop front. It has the big sign up there in flashing neon lights. And they have, it looks very much like a meat shop. Like you see a butcher. And they've got food for all walks of life. From the people who can't afford meat normally to the the subsidized meat to the rich cuts.
Okay.
Where you'd probably see more than your annual salary go on just one cut of meat.
So I guess I'll go ahead, walk up to them. Are they like super busy, not busy? What are
They are fairly busy. You see them feeding a little cat in the stall with some of their meat.
Aww, cute. I will walk up to whoever the first worker I see, and I'll ask. I'll like flash a badge, and I say, I just need to talk to your owner.
Okay, I'll go get them. And yes, we'll source all our meat ethically. They say as they're backing away, going into the back.
Now I will try to walk the Jawa through this whole bazaar, watching the Jawa like going, oh, Jawas and bazaar is such a bad thing.
Goodies everywhere.
Hey, come on, we'll get some stuff on the way back.
So Ross, I believe you're having some sort of packeted stuff in the background there.
Yeah, but I've put on Unicaine.
So I'll watch whether the Jawa wants the next stuff on the way. It's up to the Jawa.
So there's a Jawa next stuff on the way.
The Jawa takes a coaster.
Okay, so you got a coaster from the crappy casino. I came to this casino and all I got was a coaster.
Yes.
Okay.
It's got Piper's
and
face on it.
and the T-shirt.
It's got Piper pointing out, going, "I want you."
Do they sell free T-shirts?
They give them out, yes. They don't sell free T-shirts.
No. Can I get? Say, hey, you know me, don't you?
Go, oh, Piper!
Can I get a
yeah. And they do the.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for a T-shirt for my dear friend. Next time I'm going to go back to jail.
Well, we do kid sizes.
Wait.
Hey, could I get say 7 T-shirts? Because one for every day.
Sure. They give you a pile of T-shirts.
And
I take a medium, not a kid size.
Sorry, can I get mediums, please?
Okay.
Yeah.
They replace your pile of smalls with medium.
I'm thinking about B1 as well.
You were trying to get
Q1
Q1
a T-shirt that would fit a B1 droid.
Even the small would fit a B1 droid. They say that they are quite skinny.
Cool. I'll have one of those 2, please.
Okay.
Hey, boy, keep up the good work.
You too.
So.
Oh my goodness.
And yes, my camera has frozen as I look up.
Yep, no, I'm going to put it in the backpack and go, see, we've got you the freebies, okay?
Yay!
Yeah.
At least that one isn't too bad.
Propaganda for those parts.
It is funny.
Of all people to do propaganda for the Empire, mate. That's the hilarious bit.
So my camera is stuck. There we go.
Not yawning.
I didn't see anything.
I've only had like 2 hours of
It's
sleep
kissing.
today.
Yeah, it's totally my fault. Keep you up all night.
Just thinking about Kyana's vibro sword.
I was like,
You got Jawas in the system.
sleeping at night, trying to lay in bed, just like, I just don't.
He was
I
next
need
to
that
me, he didn't
vibro
do it.
sword.
Yep, got to figure out a way to get that in the fancy bike.
Which wasn't there a vibro sword on book of that?
Yeah,
Somebody had
yeah, they
one?
had vibro knives.
Working again.
I was looking.
Can't do any spoilers.
That happens every
Yeah,
now
no,
and then.
without spoilers, I think they did have.
They also had vibro knives in. I think in the.
I've made use of
second
everything I let you
season when he
handle.
goes to like that place with the
I
wrestling.
got one hidden
thing.
here and one up there.
Yeah, no, I saw it on the
Lions.
show, and I'm just like, hey, I know what that is.
Yeah.
So, look, we'll eventually make it up to catch up with them.
Okay, so.
So by the time the boss comes out, they've caught up.
Okay.
And you see Piper has a pile of T-shirts.
A pile?
Yeah.
I will talk to the. I will ignore whatever is happening here.
I'll give her a look of like, don't ask, and no, concentrate on the task at hand.
You give them such a straight face.
It's.
Concentrate on the task at hand.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah, and it says, so how may I help you, officer? Do I need to get the my lawyer down?
No, I just have a couple of quick questions about a shipment that came through a couple months ago.
Sure. Do you have the shipment number?
Do I have the shipment number? I don't think I got it. Did I get it? No, I don't think I did.
What shipment is this for?
The one the Thrawn delivered.
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, the bio.
Does the droid get the number?
The
droid probably got the number.
The cargo number.
From the manifest.
Yes, from the manifest. Bring that up. So I'll request that the droid brings up the number.
Let's see if he remembers. So it has been quite a while. Okay, so
Might be kind of like
it says, I don't remember any manifests like that in the last few months.
Like, we're not the only ones going in circles.
I will ask, where is most of your meat supplied from?
We get a supply from all over the region. We get various people who do the that they grow the animals to ethically source them. Some of them are hunted because they're pest species. Others are acquired through various other means.
I'll ask the owner if
all
his meats, if there are any non-animal meats.
Oh, we do do occasional hard to get herbs and vegetables as part of our stock because you want to add the best flavor possible.
So, describing the remembering the muck that I cleaned out of the engine, I'll describe to him that type of substance and see if he remembers.
Okay, he goes into one of the rooms and pulls out a couple of different frozen blocks of what look like algae. And he says, yes, we have protein substitutes for those who can't digest meat that well.
Mm-hmm.
That is mainly organic, though it needs to be frozen or it tends to expand.
Oh, it's a distraction.
I'm going to give you a look, Kiss, I'm going to give you a look of doing what pushing harder kind
Your
of thing.
fang, it's really long.
I'll kind of give Piper a bit of a nod just to kind of jump in a little bit.
Look, stop mucking us around. So we know that somebody picked up some shipment from the airport.
Yeah, we pick up shipments each day.
Okay.
So you say we picked up the shipment from the airport. If you didn't get the right shipment number and you've asked for more than a week ago, then it's going to be something we don't remember everything about.
This Jawa friend I got next to me?
He sort of waves. Strange friends you keep.
Yeah, this friend likes your butchery a lot. It'd be a shame if things just went AWOL all of a sudden. Maybe because something just happened.
I can fix it. I can fix it.
He's very good at fixing
This is
things.
swiftly going out of your control.
I'm going to interrupt Piper, and I say,
So you saw that he threatened my establishment.
I didn't say the threat. I thought it just might happen.
I think this might be a miscommunication.
I believe so.
I can make it more efficient.
I would say,
What's the
sorry,
translation?
sir, by any chance, does the ship name Leaf on the Wind mean anything to you?
Sounds Authorian, he said.
Cool.
Authorians have these really weird plant-based names for their ships, or it could be a Wookiee ship. They also do weird things with names.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I will also ask,
He basically doesn't care who brings the shipments in. He pays for delivery of stuff, and
yeah.
other people pay the shipper.
I will ask, who does he organize these shipments with? Does he use a singular company, or is it just he'll make whatever order?
He will basically put the orders through headquarters. Headquarters will source it from wherever they can.
Okay.
He looks up his charts and says, we have about 200 different suppliers in this sector alone.
Yep.
We get a couple, we got another 20 or so out of sector that will come to Elrood and deliver. Not many people will, he says, so we get as many as we can.
Yeah, it definitely seems that you
And
get quite the variation.
Well, we normally only get in one from each shipper about a month, so we've got to divide
for
between many different ones.
headquarters, is there a contact number, or is there a street location for headquarters on
Well,
Elrood?
headquarters is based on Kid Room.
Okay, headquarters.
We've been there recently.
Can I whisper in because she's here? Well,
Yeah.
just say, hey, maybe find out where they sell that stuff to. That might be link us into the person. And,
So yeah, I'll ask him. Ali, where is this usually sourced from?
Most of this stuff we source it from many Thorian herd ships that pass through. We have one floating around Elrood Sector at the moment that is making sure people are ethically mining. That's what they say. I'm sure they are ethically stopping people from mining.
I wonder if that's slipped to our case.
Can I ask, who usually buys this stuff from you? Is there any particular groups that usually buy all this?
Various people buy it because it can be used to help grow food or be used as a food substitute.
Is there anyone in particular that buys a lot of this from you? No, is there one person that always buys a lot of this? Or?
It's something we stock. We sell it on a regular basis, but we only generally sell it in kilo portions, and we buy it in the ton.
Okay, just trying to. Okay. Sorry if I misunderstood before. It's okay.
And sorry I didn't succumb to your threat.
Oh, threat!
No. The Java had some good ideas about making more efficiency in the system, so that's why I took that.
The most efficient way we can do it for a Java is to fire our staff and have robots do everything.
Is that right, Java?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I won't say your name. Sorry.
Except what better way to understand how meat works than something made out of meat?
Okay, I will thank him for his time, and we will be on our way.
Yeah. While the Java's there, can I try a t-shirt on?
So you try a t-shirt on, or you put a t-shirt on the Java?
Over the cloak.
Are you wearing?
Are you using the small one so it doesn't go over too well?
And I'm in the medium one. So
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you see, then you turn around, the Java's got a. I want you to join the Empire with Piper on his, as a t-shirt.
Over his cloak?
Yep.
Oh dear.
And his arms are basically pinned down his side.
Why not?
I walk on. I leave.
You understand why you're the leader, right?
Do you want me to drive now?
No, I can still drive.
You can't fit in the seat. It's a jobless seat.
You hear a ripping sound.
Okay, that's fine. I've got 6 more shirts.
So we'll go back to the office.
Apparently there's a big rig driving past very soon.
Okay. You sure? A couple of shirts try later to fly. You look cool. Let's get you the melding with the locals.
You don't see anyone else walking around with a Piper t-shirt. You're the only one. Especially considering you're walking around with the person who's on the trip. You look like a groupie.
No.
If I get in the car, I'll allow the child to blast you around as no blast into once. I go in the car and not outside, obviously.
So you're allowed to be blasted in the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why are you
blasted
allowing
outside.
this?
Because I'm pushing the limit of this jail relationship at the moment.
So 3 times today now he's been shot.
Very, very strange relationship.
Yeah.
It's better than a droid. Jack.
To kill
Okay.
the droids.
I know you're maybe a glutton for punishment, but this is a
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
getting to
insanity.
different territories.
Consider the B1 in the Java. Consider the what
Okay, so you arrive back at the station just as your friends pull in.
Yeah.
So all of you arrive back at the same
I'll
time.
put 1 shirt down for the droid. The other 6 I'll put on the Java's bed. Then I'll go for a cup of coffee because I damaged the B1.
Do you-
When-
So David, does one of those t-shirts have an accident?
No, Ben1's gonna watch it. Ben1's gonna wear it.
Okay.
That's
K1 is styling.
um.
Somehow it looks better on the droid than it would on Piper.
It doesn't cost me.
Got all the right moves.
Ben's worried that this is gonna awaken something.
That could be a problem.
I'll go back to
Who would have thought I could wear clothes and hide more weapons? I mean, too.
I do got Thea. Thea's got time. No, she's not. I say I'm in the coffee. Maybe in the canteen. I'll take her to the canteen for Boris. So I was going.
Sure.
You know the gambling addiction that certain person has?
Yeah.
The Jawa kills them.
Oh, okay.
And I'm saying, and I explained the 500 credits on red, and I said, and it decided, it didn't even care. It's like,
Where did the money come from?
I didn't go that far yet.
Because this could be a big problem for us later.
I just say, I've been shocked by the blast. It's ionized blasted 3 times today, so.
You can see Piper's hair sort of sitting out.
I need to come back down again.
Different directions. It won't stay down.
I'm going to have a shower and go for a little nap if that's okay.
Okay.
But I think this is going to be an interesting time. So.
I would actually recommend a bath instead of you. A
Bath
nice,
here?
warm, relaxing
Do you have a
bath.
bath here?
Yes, you've got a bath.
Okay, I'll go for a bath.
Yeah. You could even maybe give Mr. Captain a phone call.
It's normally set up to do droids because it's an oil bath, but you can have a good soak in it.
Betty can sort that out. Yeah, okay. I'll go have a bath. Most of the doors locked don't have the bath.
Most of the doors locked. Just allow something to be open.
No, make sure the door's
okay.
locked. Yeah, not
Make
most
sure,
of.
I'm
Make
worried about
sure.
Jar, a B1 droid. At the moment, firstly.
A jar with an ion gun while you're in the water.
And a locked door with a droid and a Jawa. There's no such thing as a locked droid between a...
Look, I'm gonna have a bath.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure why you're bothering locking that door.
Relax a bit, and then I'm gonna message the
Mr. Fab?
Mr. Fab.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, I got a long day. How's your day been?
Okay, so you get his answering machine.
Nothing happens.
He's still off planet.
You should. And I just say.
So you leave another message for him. He's going to have lots of messages when he comes back.
It's not necessarily bad. You might like them.
Wow, you're getting ghosted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware of that.
Well, he did say he was looking for Wookiee information off planet for him.
That's okay.
And there is no interplanetary communication network outside of the Empire.
I'll just sit back, relax, and just try to go, okay, almost with this day.
It's a nice soaking bath.
One day at a time.
One day.
Sometimes 1 minute after another.
It
Really sucks when you haven't slept for 2 days.
I'm one particular message which I hope Martin leaves to next session, but it's okay. He knows what to tell me.
Okay, so yes. While he's soaking, she's soaking, they're soaking.
Are you with the Jawa now?
No, she's soaking by herself. No Jawas, no droids, no one else in this room locked, okay?
Fair enough. I would probably track down Kyana to report in.
Me.
Okay.
I can help.
So you track down Kyana with the help of the Jawa?
I can help. I can ask my clan.
Ask your clan.
The local Mus clan. My second cousin named Marketplace.
In regards to the bombings?
All the things that we asked the person, we can find out who did it.
I explained that we're running 2 investigations at the moment.
Transport.
And one's
I
about
can help.
bombings and that.
I can help.
I just wanted to refresh people's memories on what happened, because we've actually investigated this bombing already. And we already came to a conclusion, so I have no idea why we put back on it.
Because we were investigating the bombing to get the quote-unquote official story, but what Thrawn has asked us to do is that the official story is not what's actually the truth.
Okay, so to remind people what the official story is, it was basically all put on the governor's aide and the governor. It seems that there was video footage of the aide, as Martin reminded us, and it has been changed, as San Demo said, from humanitarian aid to Shonky aid. And it was also partly blamed on El Capitano because of his radio program that would target people like mining companies and things like that.
He was an environmentalist.
Yeah. May the 4th. Here it is. Sorry. Jesus, there's a lot of different notes here.
I didn't know Jesus was on May the 4th.
No, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so it is pretty much
Well,
in
it
a
wasn't Immaculate
nutshell
Conception.
being put onto the governor.
And
Probably-
Anakin did rise from the dead.
Probably to weaken the governor's hold in place of someone who's more in favour of the Imperials.
Yep.
If we want to find out what really happened, we're going to have to go underground, basically.
Or I can ask the Jawas.
That is also going underground.
Yeah, and we may want to try and catch up with El Capitano again, since this was being kind of blamed on him. And we handed him in, actually.
We handed in El Capitano, but it seems that, like, that was only because the bounty set.
Yeah, because the bounty, because he was
the person.
Anti-imperialist.
Yeah.
But that seemed to go fairly amicably. Like, we all met up together, and Sam Demo escorted us in,
And officially he was handed in as part of a bounty.
yeah. But he was connected to the bombing vaguely.
But, yeah, he was really.
He lost family in the bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, perhaps maybe we should do a preliminary report to Admiral Thrawn, basically saying that the official line is, it was the governor's aid, but unofficially it looks like it may be Imperials.
Keep in mind that Admiral Thrawn is Imperial.
Yeah, but he may be trying to seek out corruption within his own group.
Yeah.
Remember, he's been testing us in various ways. The artwork, the mind games, the dueling swords. All of this is various types of manipulation that is meant to test people's characters, for lack of a better word, how they will respond and act to things. So this might be further test to see whether or not we'll be honest and upfront with him about it. Ultimately, though, it'll fall on your shoulders. So I pass the information to you. You get to make those decisions. That's why you get the shiny bike.
And the sword.
And the sword. We'll never forget the sword. I offer her my lunch from the place in case she hasn't eaten. Incredibly greasy burger.
Put it to the side.
If it starts walking off on you, though, you may want to put something heavy on it.
Yeah, I think we need to. I feel like we kind of need to dig a little more, if possible.
I think our first move is probably checking with the Jawas, because they are a route to sort of get more underground information, and this is just going to keep going in circles unless we dig down.
I agree. So I asked Ibea, you said that you're able to talk to your cousin to see if there's any more information we can find about maybe asking about these mining cards, where they came from, if they saw anybody with them.
Yes.
Anything like that. So I'll have Ibea join you as our official mechanic.
Yeah.
To ask these kind of questions.
Because Sam Demo also told us that he suspected all of the cases we're currently investigating were linked to a singular corrupt person in a position of authority.
Mm-hmm.
And his theory was if we can get to the top criminal, we might not have to... Piper and B1 might be in less endangered circumstances.
Yeah.
I'm never in danger.
There's little weapons under your t-shirt. Or are you just pleased to see Piper?
No, but I am the weapon.
Hey, you have the weapon.
But I do need another weapon to keep that Jawa away from me. He still has more parts than I do.
I'm sure he knows a IG-88 droid who doesn't need his thermal detonator embedded in the chest anymore.
And ironically enough, that session was May the 4th be with you.
It was really funny.
And 5 more icons.
So, yeah, we're going underground.
Soaking in the dark.
That said, is there a better time of day? Is there a place that, like, could it be that we're better off going in the evening to try and catch the Jawas, like, at their base rather than off scavenging things? Or are they out all night scavenging things they shouldn't be scavenging and it's better to get them in the morning or something like that?
Second cousin Marketplace is...
Wait a minute, Marketplace was your youngest sibling on the ship that was arrested.
It's a family name.
It's family name. Second cousin Marketplace.
It's younger brother Marketplace and second cousin Marketplace.
Yeah.
They're getting confused.
Has insomnia and is awake 24/7. Does not sleep.
I suggest to Kyana that maybe me and eBay can go over and talk to the Jawas. Just the two of us probably, so that they don't feel intimidated by too many non-Jawa people going around.
I would ask,
and because we've got the relationship.
Abea, if he thinks, should Thea go with you?
Yes.
Subtly, or is she okay to go in an official ranger perspective?
In uniform or out of uniform?
Just hide your gun.
Khalid also has had dealings with Jawas in the past as well.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the family relationship that I have.
But he's got the relationship to the local Jawas.
Yeah. Oh, does he?
So he does.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So both of you have relationships.
Yeah, so...
Send Carlin along with you.
But I think we're down to what's known as civvies. Civilian clothes.
Yes.
But technically it's only 2 people. Is Khalid the droid?
No, Khaled's a human
okay.
ranger.
Yeah, other than the...
Or at least we don't think he's a droid. He could be.
That's the droid.
Right.
Big one.
Yep.
That's what the droid you're looking for?
And Khaled is a human.
No, I'm pretty sure Khaled's a droid. We just don't know it yet.
I'm sure you
I
should
can
be saying
fix
that
it.
about Cypher.
I can fix it.
Alright, we'll head on down and
I think we should call you Bob.
see if we can get any more leads. Bob?
Yeah, because he can fix it.
Oh, yeah. Just need to pick that one up straight away. I'm gonna put that down to pain rate.
See, while I have a bath, all these things just come out from everyone. Just saying. I have a close relationship with Jawa. It's not the closest one. It should be good for her, but
Yeah, no, I think we'll leave you in your bath.
yeah, no, I'm not here. I'm there, so I can't say anything.
Alright, we'll head to... Do you know where they are?
They're at the...
You've got the junkyard, the scrap starship section.
That's where we'll go. And we'll go in our rain... No. We'll go in... we won't all fit in your car.
You can take the ranger vehicle.
We're taking the ranger vehicle next to a bunch of Jawas though, so...
Means that one person has to stay with the car.
Yeah.
I'm happy to stay. I'm glad to defend
You
against
said
the
2
Jawas.
people could fit if one was in a compartment.
Jawas don't consider
I'll chuck
droids,
myself in the compartment. I would much rather not risk our ranger vehicle because it's kind of my little project in keeping it stocked up and stuff.
My cousin can see the bling on my car.
Exactly. I think we'd be better received in eBay's car as well. So.
I'll stay back with D1 if you're wrong.
Well, it's just me and Khaled. No more people will fit on the vehicle anyway.
There's a boot.
Yeah, that's me in the boot.
Okay, so you head off.
Can I have some sort of breather type thing or?
You got a breather.
Yeah,
You can also put earplugs in.
I'll be making use of those things.
Yeah, the rebreather.
Yeah.
So we don't breathe in the bloody fumes.
Yeah. Yep.
Have to make a note to connect the hose.
One thing Carla doesn't understand is What's it burning? It doesn't use oil normally.
Well, it's I need to disconnect the hose from the exhaust from the air conditioner.
As long as we're not going to die, I'm good.
No, he's showing off.
Oh, I see.
This is he's basically making a statement so they can actually see him front up.
I see. Yep.
I'll eventually get out of the bath. Go to my room, lay down.
So you've got.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go, Ross.
Go, Ross.
Yeah. So you've got the loudspeaker, so I can hear them. So hear you coming. And
Yeah.
then you've got this boom of smoke. Then you can basically see him coming. So basically, he wants to make a statement.
There's no stealth in this vehicle.
Oh no. There is a stealth option. There will always be a stealth option with the Jawa.
Not right now, though.
But not right now, because he wants to show off.
Okay, so you rock up with your blingy car.
Driving.
Carly is horrified by your driving.
It's a good thing I'm not there, because I'm actually trained.
Yeah, me too. Listen to him.
I'm trained as well.
Yeah, we will
Look at it this way, you don't think you could drive his vehicle the way he's driving?
And I hop out of my car and go up and do the secret handshake to my cousin Marketplace, second cousin Marketplace, sorry.
Marketplace is talking so fast, you're having trouble hearing him. Apparently he's high up on stimulants right now.
It's like, oh, give.
He hands you a can of Always Go.
Of Always Go.
It's pretty much pure stimulation. You can feel your heart kicking off at 3 times its normal speed.
I'm glad I'm
So, Marketplace. How goes things?
Things going quite well. We've been stealing lots of stuff. And why'd you bring the cops here?
No, these are my friends.
You got friends in the cops?
Yeah.
Friends? He goes on for what feels like 5 minutes, but it's only about a minute or two.
Yeah, helps getting into casinos.
Carla's having trouble keeping up, as is Thea, because it's just so fast.
Yeah, it's a bit hard to keep up with Jawa on speed.
You could say, this person helps me get into casinos. You could ask that.
I have contacts to get into casinos. We need to find out
We're looking into bombing of a radio station that utilised 2 mining vehicles and Imperial C4, for lack of a better description.
Marketplace. The radio station bombing of.
We didn't do it.
Of 106.3.
If it was that one, we did that one.
Who did it? When did it happen?
What info did it see?
Tell me all.
He thinks for a moment, which is about less than a second. But for you, it's a long time with all that energy in you.
Foot tap.
And then you're just hearing the two of you. It's just like someone's just squeaking at each other. That they're going so fast. And he tells you that he can ask around, but he normally is the third-hand seller. He passes on stolen goods to other stolen things to people, and acts as middle Jawa for all Jawa transactions in this region of the town.
Is it possible for me to get non-stolen parts that I can trade with Jawas as kind of...
Yeah, you buy it from the scrapyard.
Yeah, okay. So, I would offer that as incentive to get information about these incidences.
Well, Family's asking, so he's happy to go ask around.
Okay.
Specials there.
Marketplace. Go ask more info. We have. I know you don't want them, but we have iPads.
iPads are so last year, he says.
Well, there's these amazing new Samsung 3033 mobile phones.
You got your hands on them? I didn't think they were out yet.
Well, I have connections. Won them in a gambling match. You go get info, and I give you phones.
Sounds good. I will go chase up.
First droid in the existence of the universe to kill a Jawa, would I?
No. But you'd probably be one of the first droids to actually bunk with a Jawa.
It's in the same room as us, by the way. I don't like the idea either. You and me are back at the thing, and I might discuss that with you at the time.
But many Jawas have killed many droids.
You two aren't in the same room right now, thank goodness.
Oh, I'm not going to get any sleep at all in this room, I've got a feeling. Yeah.
So has Marketplace has gone off and got the info and come back?
Or maybe we'll have to wait a couple of days.
Oh.
He says he will go find what he can, and he will.
He'll text us when he's ready.
Here's my hollow number.
He will hollow you when he can.
Yes.
Just give us a hollow.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. You know, while I'm back at the barracks, I'm going to the barracks. I'm going to my room, B1's there. I said, now, try not to kill the Jawa within the first week, please.
Why?
I relay the story about my bounty to B1.
I don't care. He's a Jawa. He's gonna steal me and part me out and steal everything that I've added to me and sell it. Or use it for parts of something else. He's a Jawa. It's in his nature.
Yeah, but I kind of put in a good word that he won't do that to you.
I don't believe you or your ability to believe him.
Ow!
Okay, see that bed over there? That's where the Jawa's sleeping. In the same room as us. So can we at least make sure that I get some sleep? Is that possible?
Look, what I know is that an anti-tank mine set under that bed isn't going to kill you if it goes off over there.
We might have to reconsider the rooming around.
Might take half to build it.
I can set a remote trigger for it.
Okay. Well, can you, like, when you do that, can you make sure I know about it freehand so I can make sure I'm nowhere near it?
No.
Please?
No.
That's nicely. We're family.
You can throw the storage if you want.
I was going to say, maybe we might need to check with
You don't push
Betty
the
about
button?
alternate
If you push the button to set off the mine, then you know where when it's going off.
I might have my own room.
Yeah.
And Saltzman's storage.
Yeah.
Ranger's office, you. Yeah, me.
Yeah.
You can sleep in the garage. Anyway, well, I'm going, okay.
Possibly he'll be more comfortable there.
Okay. Can I get some sleep tonight? I just got a big one going.
In the garage.
You can sleep whenever, wherever you want. That's your biological meat sack need.
Okay. You don't want to talk about the previous day at all?
At this point, I do not care.
Okay.
The Wookiees.
He didn't care? I just thought just in case you wanted to say something. Okay.
That's kind of sad.
I'm going to get a coffee and then go to bed, okay?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Try. That's all I'm going to ask is try. Whether you do or not, it's up to you. And I'll walk out the door.
Error 4, try not found.
As you walk out the door, you hear a bing, you've got mail.
Oh, Captain Fab.
I'll get to go to the kitchen, I'll pour the coffee and then I'll look at the mail.
Okay, Officer Fabio has sent you a message.
Yes.
It's dated 3 days ago.
Oh. Ooh. Prior to the Wookiee incident.
Was it 3 days ago?
It
Okay,
was like
so
yesterday.
He says 3 days ago he was on Marissi following up a lead.
Yep.
Hopes you're doing well. Hasn't checked his mail because, well, he can't really get home. And he's reminding you he's not home at the moment because you have tendency to leave mail even when he's home. And he'll let you know when he's home again.
She's devoted.
Marissi.
Wow, Piper, he really thinks you're clingy.
You're not there, you're in the other room.
You're assuming that I don't have access to your terminal, my friend.
Yeah, that's fine. You're great. Yeah. Just keep yourself, can you? Yeah. Oh, still alive. Okay.
Okay, so give me a what's your character's intellect?
Me?
Yep.
Not much.
3, thank you. I know you got 5. So don't worry.
Especially 2.
Okay, so nope, you don't really notice anything special about the message.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a typical problem.
This is how you get in trouble all the time.
Okay, so your droid does notice a hidden message inside the message, where he's actually saying he's following up on information about Warren the Wookiee, and that apparently there's a bunch of Wookiees on Kidron. You want to be careful there because apparently Warren is is what they call a slave name, and you wouldn't want to advertise that to them.
Yeah, so last year. It's so last year.
But it was dated before you met them.
Yeah, true points. This is fun, yeah.
It's taken this long for it to transit, for someone to fly the message to the system.
Gotcha. Okay.
Could have done with that Kid Ron.
Droid hasn't told me yet, so I'm not sure if the droid will tell me.
Oh yeah, the droid hasn't told you.
I go, whatever. I'm going. He misses me.
Hey, Piper.
Yo.
Nothing.
Okay.
Wait. Hey, Piper, wait. Your dumb boyfriend is actually investigating some crap about Wookiees. There was a message within that message. You figure it out.
Your droid has gone very sort of.
Excuse me, he's not dumb.
Apathy? Apathetic. Apathetic, yeah.
He's not dumb, thank you.
He's really not happy that there being a Jawa in the party.
Oh, no, I'm fully aware of this. But I'm just more that you called my boyfriend dumb, that's all. I'll be upset.
Oh, wait, well, that's great, don't care.
Okay, well, that's the droid on that.
I reckon you'd be convinced that he was up to something if he wasn't as obnoxious as you. If he ever starts being polite to you, that's a big warning sign.
I'm fully aware of that.
Hello, beloved Piper.
Now he's just going to mess with you.
Oh no, he does it already, trust me, it's alright. I didn't need a Jawa to introduce more hassle with that, no.
Okay, so you unless you want to do anything else special that day.
I don't think there's much more we can do.
After running around doing lots of different things, the next day rocks around.
I'll wake up first this time. Before I have a good night's sleep.
And eBay gets a call. About sunrise.
Hello call. I got hello call.
And you get text only.
Your fault.
I just look between the droid and the Jawa. I'm going. This is starting to. You get a feeling when you don't need to be in a family. You're going to get that kind of. Except for other people, not yourself.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going. Mm-hmm.
I get you'd rather be bunked elsewhere.
And your second cousin has given you a location to catch up with him. It says ditch the cops.
You're on your own.
Marketplace has some info. I need to go meet him.
You want me to come?
Not a cop.
Not a cop.
Definitely not a cop.
Has been noted by all the other cops, not a cop, many a times.
Very much not a cop.
Even Betty says not a cop.
Sure. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Anyone stand up and starts following.
If you could go to the bathroom for me, that would be fantastic.
So B1 wants to go to you to join the other Jawas and have a Jawa meeting.
You can take the
Anyone's gonna
droid
grab
if you
every
want.
explosive you can find.
Yes, I think B1 is the gift.
I would maybe suggest not.
Wait, hang on a second. Don't we have some sort of heavy machine gunny, lasery thing somewhere?
You do.
But somebody who has it is not in the party right
It is currently in the armory, which you don't have access to at the moment.
Yeah, I had to return the heavy rifle that I
Currently
had.
in
'cause it wasn't
training.
mine.
Hey, didn't I disassemble that?
At one point, yes.
No, that one was handed in.
Okay.
I look at B1 going, no, just a jar on me. You can stay here.
B1 immediately points a blaster pistol at your head.
Okay.
If he gets to kill you first, I will kill you.
Take your chances.
Intelligent roll, please. Do I see the whole thing about the whole thing?
Okay, so that's 2 dice, or no, 3 dice for you, isn't it?
Yeah, 3 in total.
Yeah, and I'll make it a fairly simple concept. Nope, you don't pick it up.
Okay, sure.
And then he points the blaster at the Jawa. If anything happens to her, I have spent many, many, many years and many thousands of credits just to get back to her. Please don't think that I won't do the same for you.
Okay, it's Liam Nielsen.
And we head off in. So just us two, is it? Yep. So we head off in my car, and we go to the Bitcoin building.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So you can see lots of wires coming in. It seems to have be sucking more power off the grid than you expected. There's it seems to have off to one side of it used land speeder sales office.
Yeah.
It says only one previous owner for nearly every item.
It has a Tesla sign up top.
Tesla? What do I know that? Okay.
Electric cars.
No, I'm just trying to act in character.
Maker of the dog droids.
This video is getting copyright infringemented.
As you walk in, you notice that this entire establishment is full of Jawas.
Okay.
And there's lots of terminals, lots of things happening. Droids in here is
Here, put this coat on, and it'll make you look like a Jawa.
Various droids in forms of being disassembled.
Just a very tall Jawa.
It's a droid chop chop.
Can't I just come as myself? Do we need to really dress up?
Michael Place won't talk unless you're a Jawa, and you at the moment not a Jawa, so you're now a Jawa.
So I'll do it.
It smells like a Jawa too.
But how the hell did you get a robe that will fit a person? I can understand how you got the smell like a Jawa because it's probably your sleeping bag. But
I'm not 5'6". I'm not that tall. I don't know. I think I'm just under 6 foot. But yeah, it's okay.
That's still taller than a Jawa.
Is a Jawa like 4 foot? 3?
3 foot.
Yeah.
Most Jawas are around a metre tall.
So,
because they don't talk in
eBay.
feet on this.
So I'm your long-lost cousin.
If it's a tall Jawa, the Jawas are just going to accept it.
You're my cousin.
Lambo?
Sure.
Lambo. Okay, I'm Lambo.
Really?
Okay, so they greet you warmly as you enter. All look suspiciously at the tall, non-glowy-eyed Jawa.
I just nod. You say, I don't speak English.
Lost her tongue in a Panther accident.
One of them brings out a droid thing and says, "Can wire in, make it work again."
Sure. I can fix. Just like my car.
So they've got a droid thing and all the connectors needed to stick it into a person.
You're looking at stick it in the
I'm
just looking at you go with the look of that.
It's like we could, but we would need many parts, and
I've got all parts here.
And
only 2 previous owners. Last one didn't need it after all.
Wow, this Jawa. The negotiator.
Sure. Let's.
Poor Piper.
But before
Poor Piper this session.
No, poor Piper every session.
It's just like, if it's gonna happen, it'll happen to Piper.
Wow, that's these guys. It's just
so marketplace. Tell us about the bombing of Radio 106.3.
So what we heard, a terrible radio station to begin with.
Yes.
Always played on too hippy hoppy music. No good.
How doped up to the eyeballs and how high they are, that EDM actually wouldn't be too bad for them.
They prefer the more percussion.
Okay.
So
it's too regular for their likings.
So more like dubstep.
Because remember, marketplace. I have the phone.
Phone first, info next.
No. Info now. Then you get phone and then more info.
I get phone and info from you?
No. Give me info. You get phone and then you give me rest of info.
So I give you info twice?
Yes.
You look confused.
Because there are more questions.
No, we don't have questions here.
No, I have more questions.
You have more questions?
More questions.
More phones?
Yes.
Phone for question.
Sure.
Okay. So, give me question, and I'll give you answer.
Who did the bombing of the radio? Need to know exactly who.
Exactly who? Well, from his contacts, he believes it was, and he gives you the name of someone you remember from Alderaan. And he pick a name.
So, Chewie.
Oh.
So apparently Chewie, the who became the aide of the governor.
That was the first thing
No,
that popped in my head.
That's another one that never did.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's what the Jawa calls him. Whatever his real name was, who knows?
Maybe he eats with
Could be a
his
slave
mouth
name too.
Could be Shui.
open, sorry.
Chewie from Alderaan.
Chewie from Alderaan. Okay, his phone.
Next question. Hopefully got plenty of phones, so I got lots of answers.
What would the other thing we need to know?
We basically need to know if any of them witnessed anybody walking away from the bombing.
Did anyone see who or anyone or someone walking away from the bombing?
Yes, and hold out his phone. His hand for the phone.
Sure.
I'm watching this going. I'm intrigued by this whole.
So, who? Tell me who.
And he starts listing lots of different names, including the the police who you're working with, and then holds his hand out again.
All the people who are on the bomb site throughout the whole thing, not just who set the bomb and walked
Welcome
away.
to Martin negotiations.
Wait.
You have to have very specific questions.
Well, he set it up that every answer he got a phone, so he's making sure he gets lots of phones. It's the exact Jawa thing to do.
So, there you go.
Good thing we stockpiled old phones.
Oh no, that's a little Jawa thing.
Here is so we're gonna find who else walked from the bomb site. Do you have any video footage of the people walking away?
One of the other questions you might want to ask is, do they know who organised it?
They said,
is it the same person?
He says to your question. He goes yes, and then hold out his hand.
I'm just watching this going. I know that he's been screwed over. But
show me the footage. Show.
Okay, that they play up on a wall there of looks like the local media footage of bombing from the news.
This is very poor quality information.
That is technically
You've got
a
one out
video
of the whole lot. That's
of
good.
the bombing.
Look,
He holds out
it's
his hand
it's
again.
Dan Rathers.
You may need to be a bit tougher with your brain customers.
Can this tall Jawa whisper in the ear of other Jawas?
Oh, look, you can talk!
I haven't talked yet.
No, it's just you leading that they basically say you can talk.
I just look at silent.
Everyone pauses and looks at you.
I just sing them kind of thing.
Your phones.
Do you know ADS? Not ADS. Auslan. Auslan. No more phones.
Oh, I'm willing to break my silence or not.
As all the Jawas in the room are staring at you.
Your friend doesn't think your communication is very good.
Hi.
Okay, and you hear in the background in Jawa, Piper! Must be Piper! I know that voice anywhere! In Jawa.
Oh my goodness. Well, you're not a cop.
No. Hi, I'm Piper.
Yep.
A little Jawa comes running over with a lunchbox with the picture of Piper on the front saying, I want you, asking you to sign it.
Okay, I can do this. It's like, oh.
And runs off cuddling the lunchbox.
God, I hope we get something.
So, the person that we found out about, who organised this, is that the person who organised it, or was the person at the bomb? That we asked?
Asked who did the bombing.
Okay.
And who they saw walking away from the bombing.
And I go.
In that list, I guess I'm not there, but in that list of names of who was walking away, did that match with Chewie, the person who did
He
the
wasn't
bombing?
listed on there.
Okay.
But they did have a couple of names that you recognise from the gala.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that, and I ask you, do they speak basic?
At Marketplace, do you speak that people?
He jabs at you in Java, which is basically why would I allow myself to speak?
So I'll communicate. I'll communicate with.
Yeah.
I'll communicate. Okay.
Only reason I do it is for the money.
It is a good way of making money.
I just go. Okay. Does he know where Chewie is?
Marketplace. Do you know where Chewie is?
Dead. Hands out his hand.
No. She signed lunchbox. No more phones.
He says.
Some more.
Do you know more lunchboxes?
Do you have any more lunchboxes?
We
like
could.
shirts?
We
I
could.
get free shirts. I guess I say because I just could communicate through.
I was going to say you could use your shirt contacts.
I get free shirts. I ask.
Yeah.
Are you still wearing yours?
It's ripped.
Probably not.
It's.
I brought 2 shirts with me, so.
Yeah, it ripped because I had to drive. I have shirt.
You look not like shirt. Not good.
It's-
Like my robe better.
It's
Wear it underneath.
it's the size. It's the size.
Is Piper in?
And it has her
And I sign it.
with many questions, but
One question.
no
One
many questions.
At least 2.
One question.
Many questions.
We have 2 shirts, but.
I'll get many question over then. He brings over the Java called many question.
See what you did there.
Okay, so
at this point, I remember the famous philosopher Jeremy Clarkson saying, "How hard can it be?"
Always harder than you expect.
So many question looks up and down and says in really bad basic, why am I here?
Because we need to know who.
You should have asked for many answers.
That's his sister.
The bomb got killed. Yeah,
who organised the bomb?
Who organises any bomb, he says?
Who organised the bomb that we've been talking about at the radio station?
I really suspect many questions is only going to answer you with more questions.
Many questions, thank you very much. Go get many answers.
Are you sure you really want to speak to many answers?
Maybe not many answers. Go get correct answers.
We don't. Correct answers doesn't work here anymore. They were too efficient.
Is there a chair around? I'm just going to sit down in the chair. Just watch it. This is entertaining for me.
Sometimes go get some.
That's
sometimes
Ross
answers.
in the background.
Okay, alright.
Go get sometimes answers.
Sometimes answers? Okay, I'll go get sometimes answers.
Oh my god.
Who
I haven't had enough chocolate to do with this conversation. I agree with this.
Okay, a really small Jawa comes in with a really high pitched voice. You know, but this was a child with sometimes answers. Comes up to you and just stares at you.
Who organised the bomb?
Eyes blink a couple of times.
The bomb of Radio 106.3. Who organised?
I left eye blinks once.
So was it Marketplace?
Looks at Marketplace, looks at you, shakes its head.
Hateful. We've given you many things. We need
many things over there.
Correct answers.
At least we got chocolate now.
That's why I can't sigh because I'm not eating this actually. Yeah, I'm not so I'm going. Hey.
And pointing in various things. And you're seeing eBay actually looking frustrated.
That's pretty hard for a Jawa.
Now, drink.
No, we can. Oh, the drink from the before. Was that drink before?
Possibly. Been carrying around for a while.
It's from yesterday.
Jawa has pockets.
Does have pockets? Does not get warm.
Okay.
Remains cool.
Walked off with the glass as well.
Not like the food hot pockets. It's cold pockets.
I think you might enjoy this Jawa bro with a built-in cooler.
I'm just going to sit in my chair and just go.
All I'm thinking about is future Star Wars games. David, Mark, and Mike. We've got our entertainment set for the year.
I'm looking forward to it.
And sometimes answer doesn't answer you that time.
Can I use my convincing demeanour to get an answer?
Okay, you can try to convince them to talk to you.
Do you have any charm or charisma?
Can I assist right as well? I'm not sure if I can much assist because I'm talking down.
It would be up here.
Can I use Utini? Remove, step back. Oh, no. Can't do that.
Convincing demeanor?
Convincing demeanor.
Oh, that doesn't have any blacks though.
And deception?
I believe Martin's figured it out ahead of you.
Yeah.
We'll put this down to his professionalism and experience, aka total obsession with Star Wars.
Okay, so you actually succeed, but your character takes 2 strain for doing so. Apparently you've been wanting to hit your head against the wall a couple of times during the conversation. And you find out from them that it came in on a smuggler ship that dropped it off somewhere in the mountain range. And they drove in from the mountain range.
I know exactly which mountain range.
And basically they came in with a full load of charges and blew up the tower.
So are we back to our Celestian, if I'm joining the dots correctly?
Celestian was the pilot of the Headhunter Starfighter.
Right.
And not likely to have driven the stuff in.
Would this be connected to the Ilthorians then?
possibly connected to the Authorian, but many things
'Cause-
use that strip as well.
And I don't know if you can't answer this. That's absolutely fine.
It most likely happened before the Authorian got there.
Okay, but it probably happened where that smuggler Twi'lek that Piper's got the family connection because the Twi'lek thought that this Piper was a different Piper and she took advantage of that. That's what we're talking about there.
That's that area there, yes.
Sorry.
And yes, so you find out that it was smuggled in and that nothing concrete points to the Empire or the Governor, but it was paid for off planet.
Okay.
See? How hard can it be?
Okay.
The great philosopher.
Okay. I just asked.
Ow, fuck. Sorry.
Okay. Do they want to? I do ask.
I heard that.
I go to.
Was it? What?
eBay.
I got I remember that. eBay.
Something
Do they want more
dark
shirts?
side. Shit, that's my brain just gone down.
Just ask if they want more shirts.
Do you want more shirts?
They look at it and look at both of you and say, "What price?"
And I'll go to. I'll get a
Credit
box of
for
shirts
information later.
Just to say thank you. Just say.
Unfortunately, you know, there's no word such as thank you in the Jawa
What about
language.
goodwill?
Goodwill.
We give you a
In
box.
honor of friendship.
We give you a box for a favour later. A box of shirts.
Shirts inside. I'm sure we can use it for cleaning.
Grease rags.
Can use for whatever.
You could sell them.
I'll
Make
organise a
money,
big
buy
section.
phones.
Make many credits to buy
Phones.
droid upgrades.
Would anyone think bad of me if I had a second Snickers?
No.
Do it.
No.
So yes, you managed to get some information.
And I'll organise it through. I'll just go organise the box of things to be shipped out there. I'll work some deal out, and I'll go to the recruitment place. Hey, I want to promote the Empire. Can I get a box of shirts?
Sure. They say sign here.
So.
Okay. Without even reading, which is always better. And yes, they give you a box.
We'll do delivery after later on, but I'll just.
Just
Do we
noting
know
down
that
that Piper
you're
signed
ordering
for
more
something.
shirts at this stage? Have you commed us an update of anything?
Oh,
Have
no.
you commed us an update
When
of
we
where
get
you're
back
up to?
after, before.
Mark,
Yes.
did you stop to think that maybe that signing that contract is going to bite you in the arse at all?
No, really.
That wouldn't be Piper.
It's not Piper.
Well, it's the same way that he did that pledge that he didn't understand the language.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
She does.
Jerry
She
Clever.
does this
How
all the
hard can it be?
time. She hasn't died yet.
Hey, I haven't died yet, and I'm still alive. I think it's quite good. So I'm going to go with this.
I think it's mostly attributable to B1 and Kyana, but
No, I'm doing this because I want to. I see this job becoming good, and I want to do the right thing. That means I have to. I'm already a propagandist for the Empire, so I thought, what can so what? Okay? So I thought I'll do the right thing.
But did you just check that the form that you signed was indeed a form requisitioning shirts for promotion, rather than say
Yeah, I'm sure there was
a
no
form that
difference
says
in
just
blow
say-
up said Imperium?
Let's just say I read the form. Can I work out what it says?
You're
joining the Empire.
read it after you've signed it?
Or before?
Before you've signed it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's signing you up for more promotional videos.
I can live with that. If that's all it is, I can live with that. I realise it's.
I tell you, chocolate's the answer to everything.
Yeah.
They really are.
So I'll
It does come with a salary.
Hey. I've got
Hey.
I got to.
I'm just. This is going to be like a secret handshake
Oh,
amongst
I've
this
got-
group.
I've
now.
got the
We see
pictures.
each other in public and go.
I've got all the pictures on the phone reads to send to everyone. Trust me, I've got them ready to go. I found the Starship Troopers once. So
Oh,
that's propaganda.
That's
to the
awesome.
max.
That's made up for all the pain that's been kicked
It's
around.
even got a girl in the red hair. Going, I want you to. So,
One can move more.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, click here. So what you find in your thing is you've signed up to do some short videos of promotional material for the Empire, where you basically get to act out little skits for them.
I can do that.
Sounds like fun.
I can live with that.
But anyway, do you let us know you're ordering?
When we
more
come back,
of these
before I do
t-shirts?
that, before I get the shirts, I've got to come back and say, this is what we found, this is the information we found.
I want a shirt. Nice
And I
ones.
said, well, I'm assuming I get shirts for everyone in the thing. If everyone's
It
a
might
shirt.
be black.
Sure. It's the Empire. They like
Actually, I
black.
want it a little bit oversized because I want to wear it to bed. So I'm always sleeping next to
You know, for Christmas you can do a t-shirt like that now. I'm going to plan that far ahead now. I'm going to do a photo shoot, get a red wig, wear a dress, and then I'll go put the photo up.
Oh, this is gonna be so much better.
Yeah.
I will do that.
I will find that funny.
And I just got to find David to dress up as Demon Cat.
And I would wear it on
Careful
camera.
you don't write a check that your butt can't cash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mark knows me. I have no shame.
No, you don't. And I can tell you this because when we first met, we were going around all the Canberra sites because he hadn't done them yet. And I'm like, how can you be in Canberra a year and not seen all the sites? Took him to Questacon, they stuck him in a tutu and gave him an umbrella. Martin's was like, yep, no problem. This guy's like,
yep.
I want to embarrass someone, and Martin's like, not embarrassed, not at all.
And I basically embarrassed him because it's like he tried to do the if you're walking with an umbrella it's easier, and I said no, that's harder for me because that's more things to coordinate, and he was like,
Yeah, he did kind of mess up his demonstration, which was gold.
I'll send the real picture shoot tomorrow, Ross. Anyway, I'll come back, I'll explain the party, how we did. I explained the good work that Jawa did against, even though look at the evil eye from B1. So
Even though it's a robotic eye.
Right.
It's a robotic eye where the face doesn't move. You can tell.
I know that just a
and you hear the story of the room full of Jawas disassembling droids.
I have holo photos.
And you just put them on the screen so next to your bed.
I just look at you going, oh no, you opened the beast up now. It's like, I'm looking at you going, I warned you not to do this, and you just do it. So.
These three are going to mess with each other.
Oh no, I can see there's a lot of Jawan discs coming right now. That's what I'm thinking about. Anyway.
You wait till Kadkia comes back. She's going to love throwing a spanner into that.
That might be a good place for us to finish up tonight, considering we're after 10:30. It's one of the later ones we've done.
Yeah.
That's good. That was good.
But it was
and
fun.
I'm going to give you like the 20 questions for tomorrow because my hand was...
Oh, good.
My notes are really crappy.
That's okay.
On the good side, it seemed to have recorded, and my camera didn't freeze the second time, which is always nice.
The next episode becomes the Massacre of Jawas.
Yeah, so thank you guys for being online and joining us.
Thanks, Dave.
Sorry about the communication problems connecting in.
Can you kiss the stapler? Yeah.
And I will see you guys next session.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye, Ross. Bye.
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 See you tomorrow, Dave.
Who are you seeing David tomorrow?
Okay.
Oh, in game.